Welcome back to Dice and Destinies, where Cam just gets on my nerves. Welcome back to Dice and Destinies. This is our Wednesday New Orleans by night. We are on session 4, and we are being hosted by the one and only Q Cosplay. Tonight, tonight we have all of our players, which is me, Mags, who DMs the Sunday game and plays Brooke here, and then we have everyone's favorite slime,
I am Nevi. I play Rosetta.
and we have Clover Aqua. What is it? VT Clover Aqua VT as our wonderful. Why am I blanking on names? Yes, introduce yourself because I'm blanking our names right now. My brain's just like I can feel the gears. Then we have our Malkavian.
Hi. Hi, Furry Cosplay. I play Celia, the crazy Bulgarian.
Then we have Sunday's Angel.
Me?
Yes.
Me? No, okay. Hi, I'm Faye. I play Gogetia, or just Tia, the Bruja baby. She's not doing great. Moms absolutely love that baby. Yeah, that makes one of them. We'll be covering that later.
And then we have the mom of the group.
Hi, I'm Otter Space. I play Lydia the Toreador.
And then we have our fancy cowboy. Cowboy? La Sombra. And then the one and only. And then our lovely DM for the night, our game master, the one, the only, the drama himself.
Thank you for getting my title right. Hello, everybody. I am Chief Cosplay. I am a Twitch YouTuber, cosplayer, voiceover artist, jack of all trades, master of none, and partaker of the grown-up spicy gummy bears. Most of my content comes from that as well. If you follow my channel, you know exactly what I mean. So real quick, I do want to apologize to the viewers. I know that we've been missing a few sessions here and there. I've had some stuff going on in my health and my life that I have to take care of, but we are trying our hardest to bring you consistent content. Um, Real quick, I'd like to make a short announcement if that's okay with Maggie as it pertains to other vampire stuff.
Very much okay. I don't know what was up with your mic there for a sec, but you kind of sounded a little robotic.
Can you hear me now?
Unfortunately, but go ahead and do your announcement.
So real quick, we have a super exciting opportunity for one of our players here in chat. My microphone is not fucking working. There it goes. Jesus Christ. Ow. Professionally unprofessional. Anyway, one of our lovely players is going to be stepping out of the player role and into the storyteller mode. Starting next week, we'll be alternating between the lovely, swampy Cajun settings of New Orleans by night and going to be introducing a new vampire chronicle being run by the one and only Otter Space Studios. We'll be running Phoenix by night on alternating weeks.
Everyone,
Because they've never been a DM or a storyteller ever. This is their very first ever experience being a story game runner.
everyone, give claps.
Anyway, so we're going to give a brief recap here. Pull up my wonderful notes. Thank you, Edmund, for taking such wonderful notes because I have the memory of a goldfish. So last we left off, it had already hit the fan. Uh, there was some tension in the house after everything was said and done. Hines and LaRon decided to have a gift measuring contest, for lack of a better term. There was some blows thrown, some heated words exchanged, and a mutual question mark kind of air of respect, but go fuck yourself between the two of them by the end of it. We're still unsure how that's gonna play out. Zelia and Lydia did some digging, contacted some people, called a guy who knows a guy who cleaned the guy's pool and got some information. Um, Edmund, being the oh so wonderful, unintentional, don't want to be a big brother, but I guess I'm another big brother to another kid. I didn't want this. Took Tia to her mother's place to get her clothes, a new phone, all this other stuff. Made a wonderful impression on her mother. Her mother is now absolutely smitten with Edmund and begging Tia to not let this one go. Um, Rosetta and Reese, unfortunately, were unable to be here for a good portion of the night as they were about an hour out of town at a book signing. Um, they were brought back to town by some wonderfully frantic texts by Edmund about oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Please get this child off my hands. I don't want to deal with children. Um, and Ulysses and had kind of given the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in you, boss, talk to LeRon. And with everything said and done, information was gathered, talks were had, and after everything was said and done, the information given led them to an overgrown, not quite run down, but very much in need of repairs house, where everybody just kind of congregated. Rosetta, you guys were arriving. Yes. Um, and upon arriving, getting out of the car, running the car, however many close to arrive, or whether they got back by walking the car, whatever, they were greeted by shadows inside the house and this smell that most strangers have come to either hate or refuse, depending on their religions, of the smell of light filling the air. And that's where we left off last week. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I may have left? Okay, cool. On that note, it is not say okay, people. Apparently, okay, good. Triggers my phone so fast. Yeah, when we actually try to use it work. Oh yeah, no, that because I do a lot of drinking, you hear that right? So let me
So, so first things first.
read the diagonal rush I have on myself. Here's my D8.
First things first above everything. Can Edmund hear anything coming from the house with his acute hearing?
Go ahead and make me a um what's an awareness check? I will say you can add 2 extra dice as a Hipata. You have had experience with werewolves in the past, and you kind of know kind of sort of how they work, so you have a slight advantage on trying to suss out what's going on.
Six successes, two of them being crits.
You can definitely hear voices. You hear some feminine, some masculine. There's several different conversations going on at once. It sounds like from different levels of the house. It sounds like in the basement, a couple of boyfriends are arguing about whose turn it is to do dishes and stuff like that. General typical household stuff. On the ground floor, you can hear some muttering about, "Oh well, I can't believe you haven't made a move. What's the point of coming here if we're not going to, do see what you came here to do. And from the top floor, you hear a very surprisingly stern and professional sounding voice. Do you, which of these conversations do you focus in?
So it sounds like there's at least 5 people within the house.
There's at least six. What?
I'm gonna focus with the though I would love to focus in with the stern one. The ones down in the middle seem to be complaining about not making a move, so I'm gonna listen in on them in particular.
All right.
See if they give anything away.
It takes you a minute to sift through the din because in the distance you can also pick up on the sound of traffic. You can hear sounds from a party going on a couple of blocks down. It takes you a minute to focus in, but once you do, you hear a very disciplined, stern tone in a very feminine voice. Just, I understand you came here for a reason, but if you don't follow my orders, then you will be found out before we can see our plans through. As soon as she stops speaking, there's a much more juvenile sounding voice. Sounds semi masculine, kind of younger, probably in their late teens. I don't give a flying fuck what your plans are. We can outnumber them. Who the fuck is gonna fuck with a bunch of fucking werewolves? Well, I mean, like, these fucking mosquitoes have got shit on us. Come on, let's go fucking take them down now.
So
Your names have been found across the city, and we are at risk of being found. I don't give two fucks, bitch. You're
so
gonna get useless, aren't you? Well, maybe it's time for a new head bitch.
Edmund is going to Tia, you being next to Edmund, you're going to see a smirk cross his face as he looks at everyone and motions them to get closer and says, "It sounds like within the first floor of the room, the first floor, it sounds as if there is arguments over who is leader. If we can somehow manage to raise the tensions high enough, it sounds like they are going to essentially tear each other apart."
She's gonna raise her hand.
Look down. Look at them.
They do it in unison. I would like to note that Chris and Lizzie are both here.
Okay.
Mostly passed up, and they can kind of sit in the car with his hands like that kid left the car with skateboard back.
So Edmund looks to both of you and goes, "There is about 6 of them. What? What is your other question, Tia?"
I know how to raise tension.
That's good. Good. Ulysses.
And she's gonna reach down and pick up a piece of loose cobblestone.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're telling me a broken window isn't gonna cause more tension?
No, that'll.
I thought vampires were badass. I mean, isn't there a whole movie series about how they win? They I don't know. They fuck their fist. What?
Exactly. We have the upper hand of knowing that there are 6 of them. So
Speaking of Ulysses, I'm gonna need you to do something we haven't done yet. You're gonna be making a frenzy check because of your past experience with these werewolves. Well, not these werewolves in particular, but werewolves in general. I need you to go ahead and actually, I've had to make a frenzy check in a while. While you're doing that, Tia's gonna look at Zelia like, so what do vampires look like? Like, are they more like teen wolves or are they more like lions? Yeah, I meant werewolves.
Edmund kind of kind kind of like looks towards Zelia, looks back towards Tia as you're mentioning like Teen Wolf Twilight. He's looking at Zelia like, what? What?
This is not sponsored by CW.
But if you want, hit us up if you like, like hit us up if you want to do like an animated series. Just saying. Anyway,
No, not this time. This is strictly going based off of like people that war flashbacks for you. You managed to, for a minute there, as you recounted the night that your men with you were slaughtered like heaps of lambs. There's a brief moment where the beast inside of you almost tells you to set this place on fire and run, but you manage to get it back down and calm yourself. But there's still a little bit of that, like the hair on the back of your neck standing up from just memory of how brutal these werewolves you encountered were, and the ones that you have encountered, their clan actually tend to rival the La Sombra for a level of um, violence that they will ensue. Oh, please do. If anybody here wants to world build like that, Vampire is very open. Please add lore to your shit. And a lot of prayer. Yeah, so the Sword of Heimdall actually falls under the umbrella of Yes and um, they're all very much warmongers and fuck everybody that knows about it kind of shit. Um, the Sword of Heimdall tend to work closely with a group called Valkyria and Freya. At least in a lot of lore that I've read. So yeah, no, that absolutely. The Sword of Heimdall fucking assholes. They fucked up your guys. They took the bazooka with a lot of mother please make sure these fucking shrapnel rips these bitches to shreds.
We called in our artillery strike on what was left of the guy, just to be sure.
So, can I use common sense to tell me if it is a good idea for us to engage, or because we know where they're hiding out, to simply back the fuck up and regroup and find a way to not face 6 werewolves? Because I'm assuming all of them are werewolves at this point. All right. What do I roll for common sense?
Go ahead and make me an intelligence and fucking why are you so hard to read? Damn. Intelligence and insight check.
Do I get anything for the God damn it, I dropped my tablet. Sorry. I was wondering, is there what else I got to add for common sense?
For common sense, I will say add 2 extra d8.
All right.
But I will say that you also need to roll to rouse considering the situation in which you are trying to use this common sense because your instinct is to flee.
How do I rouse the beast?
You roll a hunger check. So make your initial roll first, and then afterwards roll your hunger dice to see if you get it.
It says possible messy crit, 7 successes. One normal die is a success, is a crit, and then the hunger die is also a crit.
Okay, you definitely need to check your hunger now. So you do have the common sense to say, hey, maybe you should fuck off, but I need you to roll whatever hunger dice you don't have marked off. Like, I think you should be at 0 hunger right now, so you roll your full hunger dice.
So all 5?
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I think I have to. 3 successes.
While you're rolling, Zelia, about what Tia says, you know what? If you're willing to try, plug your nose. I'm willing to join you as well. Maybe we can get Mr. having a dick sizing contest to try and prove me wrong that he doesn't have a small PP. And then maybe we can get the cute guy with the piercings to also join us. Okay, so
Yes.
you managed to not rouse the hunger, but it's definitely teetering on that edge.
Okay, so
The situation that you were in, plus the conversation Zelia and Tier probably were not helping, and you're just like, you know what, we're going to right now. We suck.
Edmund looks at them. He offers a kind smile and places a hand on Zelia and Tia's shoulder and says, "You know, I think we can have a bit more of a conversation on this matter at my home. How about that? I What? The fuck you mean?
This happened on Sunday too.
But I have the Discord up and everything. I checked. Yeah, obviously.
Oh no, they didn't hear any of the crazy.
No,
Oh,
they
it was
didn't.
so
Oh my god. Only Maggie
good.
came through. Oh Jesus.
I swear I had Discord set up. I triple checked this shit.
I
What the
just checked
fuck?
on my phone. Only your voice is coming through, Maggie.
Is it only coming through
Oh
now, or did I fix it?
no, I hear it
Let
all
me
now.
check.
Okay.
Okay, Raptor says we're good.
And Anyway, Edmund looks at Tia
So-
and Zelia, who had just talked about having a foursome with him, Laurent, her,
No.
and Tia.
No, and the
No,
werewolves.
No,
And the
And the
Tia,
And the
Tia,
werewolves.
And the
Origins
werewolf.
of it.
No,
That's why
Tia
the lips
asked.
are on Cam Maggie.
Tia asked if the werewolves are hot, and Zelia said, "I mean," and then it devolved from there.
So, Edmund, looking at them, is going to place his hand on both their shoulders and go, Bellas, it would be great to have this conversation maybe at my home. I don't think
I
that
like
we
where
can
this is
take.
going.
I don't think we can take a six, but we know where their hideout is. And he looks at over at Laurent. We know where their hideout is. We know that they have plans. We can go back, regroup, and then strike them one by one individually.
I have a quick question
Hmm.
to help assist with this process. Laurent's, done his fair share as both a public and a private figure. Has messed around with different illicit substances. He's sold a lot of shit on the side. He's Laurent's effectively a criminal man with his own intentions, right? Like that's what he is.
Kingpin.
Basically, he's a kingpin, right? So like, does this location like square up with anybody? Like, would he have any informants who might have some additional information? Now that we've like directed ourselves here, is there anyone he could call upon to be like, "Yo, I need some beats real quick."
So this particular house is just another rundown decrepit house that fell out of wares because people weren't keeping it up. There's nothing special that you guys can know of that's connected to it. It's just another plantation house that kind of just started falling apart.
Okay.
And as far as you know, this is like this territory itself is very much neutral. Like, not this territory, but this area is very much a you don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you kind of place.
Okay. So no direct connection to any, like, no knowledge of any or any insight into like
No,
packs.
honestly, if anything, it would be shocking, especially to you and Lydia, given your higher up influences. A little bit for you, Edmund, but you're more worried about oh fuck, let's leave. Lydia and Laron would have this weird feeling of the werewolves never come this far into our territory. What the fuck? Lydia.
Yes.
Go ahead real quick and roll me a thing. Sorry.
Start rolling dice.
Roll me a wits and let's do wits and politics. Sorry, politics. Wits and politics for me.
Three successes, one of them being a crit, so 4. Out of 4.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. For a moment, you try digging into your memory to see if there's anything pertinent about this area, but you're just kind of everything's been so overwhelming, and you're still worried about Nick, who's currently playing on his phone, probably on Grindr for all you know. That you really just there's something familiar about this, but you can't place what it is.
So
okay.
Sorry.
So let's go. Let us go.
Let me do something real quick. Laron's gonna call up some of his own men. Like, he's got Ulysses, obviously, is like his main go-to, but he's got some other people who like run shit for him. He's like, he's gonna call up and ask them like effectively keep watch on the place.
All that
keep a
one
safe distance. Keep a good safe distance.
All that one sketchy guy, and see if he can sell us a rocket launcher.
You might have the connection for all you know.
What you buying?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, no, that one guy who hangs out on the corner of, Main Street and Whiskey Row there, has a purple bandana, big old trench coat, wears a head wrap, the whole nine.
The whole nine.
I don't have enough alcohol for this, man.
But yeah, Laron's in
I
agreement.
have enough weed for
Yeah,
this.
I don't think this is best for us to start to break down the door.
Okay, real quick. Edmund, do you still have your super hearing up?
It's always up. It is a result
The
to
house
him
has
being
gone
fine.
dead silent.
Cars
Love
now.
this.
Cars now. Laurent, if you stay here, I'm telling you right now, I am
I'm
leaving.
in. I'm moving. I'm moving.
Okay,
You
we
got
all get in the
something?
cars
Reese,
and we.
if I hold on,
Sorry.
Reese and Rosetta,
Yes.
you have watched these guys bickering. You just got back from your book signing. You got out of the car just in time to hear, "We need to go. We need to fucking leave. We need to go." From Edmund, and everybody is kind of in this weird. There's some talk of monster fucking going on. You smell werewolves in the air. Ulysses is talking about buying a rocket launcher. Like, there's some shit going on here. How are you guys reacting after you get out of the car?
Getting back in the car.
Yep, just getting back in the car.
Rosetta hasn't even left the car
What?
yet. She opened the door, heard her brother
Nope.
saying, "We need to go."
We're
Close the
back in.
door.
Real quick, what kind of car are you driving, Reese?
Some sort of Aston Martin.
So, might need a paint job here in a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting the fuck in the car with Tia.
As you guys start scrambling to the cars, there's a loud thud of heavy feet meeting a very familiar sound of jumping onto a car hood. Reese, on the hood of your car is a 6'4" Hell's Angel looking, leather vest clad older guy who is built like a fucking tank. I don't mean like a tank in that sense, a tank as a Left 4 Dead tank. He could fucking barrel through the wall of the house if he wanted to. With a big old bushy beard, standing there with his arms crossed. Edmund, leaning against the door of the car that you came in, is a very slender, athletic looking woman wearing a very form fitting pair of black jeans, a crop top jean jacket, and a t shirt that says ACDC on it, half a mohawk, with a cigarette between her lips. Laron.
Do not let Tia see that woman. Do not let Tia see that
I am
woman. She will
actively
become
covering
feral.
your eyes.
It's too horrifying to look. I'm sparing you the looks, child. Laron, is your car a hard top or a soft top? I don't remember.
Hard top. I think the one he probably brought is a hard top. I think he has a soft top.
Okay, because two gentlemen drop down onto the hood of your car. One of their boots leaves a nice dent in the metal.
I just got done paying that one off. All right.
You still look kind of like your basic, I hate to say it, but like your basic white boy UFC fighter. Like,
Yeah. No. I already got a fucking beat on these dudes.
Does-
I'm ready.
Paul looking motherfuckers over here.
Werewolf jabronis.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
Jabronis.
I have a question for Laurent. Do you
Your
actively
doggies.
say that you just finished paying that off?
Yeah, he's sort of like Laurent's instinct is to, like, as Ventru, especially now the situation's gotten tense. His instinct is to, like, keep cool, keep fucking
Edmund
cool.
glances
Don't let
at
them know your
you.
fucking instinct. How you feel?
Glances at you as you say this, and just thinks, "Ew, you do payments? Okay, interesting."
It helps with the
Did he
credit.
just
No.
call him
It helps with
poor?
the credit score a little bit, and it's all.
No,
I
he
have
just looked at him. He just looked at him.
Lydia, sitting on, not necessarily against the door, but actually sitting on the ledge where the window rolls down. The window was rolled up when you got there. The window is now on the ground in pieces, and there is a very obnoxious, hot topic wannabe looking punk motherfucker sitting there just like, come on, let's fucking go. This is my car now, bitch. And standing just behind Zelia and Chris,
Ooh.
a very, very muscular,
Uh-huh.
She-Hulk-esque woman is
Uh-huh.
standing behind you with a butterfly knife that she's flicking like it's nothing, and a very annoyed look on her face. And she's purposely standing behind you, Zelia, because she knows your sire.
Uh-oh.
So, So we
She
see
knows
all of
Chris.
these.
Zoe about to
So a
get
bunch
some
of werewolves,
whiplash.
you know.
On the
We see
porch.
all of this.
Yes, and on the porch are 4 more werewolves that you did not hear inside the house.
Edmund's
Yeah,
going
T's
to
gonna look at.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Mags. No, you go ahead.
Edmund's going to look at the one who looks like they're in charge. Who looks like the
The one
boss.
behind Zelia.
So Edmund's going to look towards the one that they are. The one that's standing in front of me. They're female, right? Would I
Yes.
be able to suss out that they were the voice saying like, I think it's time for a new person in charge?
Yep. The one sitting on the door looking like a cocky ass motherfucker is the one who's just like, let's fucking do this shit.
So Edmund's going to look at them. He's going to offer a charming smile with his, 4 points in studying and go, "Ah, chère mademoiselle, I was wondering if we could have a conversation. I'm sorry if we intruded on your lovely home."
Now, darling, I know you ain't be talking to me with that fucking mosquito ass charm of yours. We don't play that shit down here in the swamps, child.
What?
So ZDM, since you say that they know Zelia's sire, would Zelia know who this werewolf is?
You do. This
Okay,
werewolf,
continue.
I'm actually posting a picture in the chat here so y'all have a visual.
Okay, let me turn my
for those at
volume
home,
down
that's
for
what
baby.
describe her is Rhea Ripley from WWE.
I'm gonna behave. Hush.
This is
Oh no!
Hey,
Oh my god! It's Rhea Ripley.
Ron is conflicted.
Oh my
Anyway.
god! Oh, I'm in agony. I love her so much.
Anyway, it is safe to say that you do know this woman. Her name is Zena, and
what kind of terms did we have?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
What kind of terms were we on with this person? Did we have issues? Did we have good terms? Did we?
The last time you, her, and Chris talked, she heavily implied that the next time you crossed paths, only one was walking away.
Ooh.
Oh boy, we about to be in one of these situations.
She is from a clan, a Garou tribe known as the Black Furies. They're very Amazonian-like. They're very female-driven, and very much you cross that line, we'll pay you back 15-fold, and then make you apologize to the dirt that we bury you in.
So hypothetically, where do I find them? For research purposes.
So moving forward.
Yeah, I was saying,
no longer in the
moving
game.
forward, Mags, what were you saying? What was everyone saying?
Edmund listens to as she says, calling him a mosquito and everything, and he's listening. He's giving her his full attention, to where he's trying to make it kind of trying to give it kind of like a motion of, this guy says he's in charge, but you seem like you're definitely the more capable one. As he looks to her and says, "You do not have conversations? Or I am simply asking to speak of conversation. Is that not how things work with you? If not, could you please tell me how?"
The way things be working, Shay, is that you'll be taking your sorry ass mosquitoes. I don't fucking. All of a sudden, she's Irish. What the fuck? My brain short circuited there.
It went from Cajun to
She's
Eurydice.
with the Amazons, not with the Fianna.
It went from Cajun to Eurydice to something.
The California.
So you were saying.
The way things be working around here, Shay, is that you mosquitoes be getting out of here before I get a big ass old can of raid and I decide to take care of you the Cajun way, buddy.
See? Couldn't agree more. Everyone, let us go.
That would be if you be knocking on my door.
I hadn't got
But
a chance.
you and your little flock of mosquitoes here, you be sneaking up my driveway.
I do not remember sneaking, but I was going to knock, but you seemed busy.
She kind of looks you up and down, looks at the rest of the group, looks back at you. You know nothing but being sneaky, Cher.
Edmund kind of takes a moment to think on this and goes, I guess that is what happens when one is. And he kind of like waves his hand over his head, over his eyes, insinuating blind. I don't think I am capable of being sneaky.
You audibly hear her knuckles crunch as she tightens her hand in frustration.
But I understand where you're coming from. But again,
And she holds a hand up to silence you. I say shit. I say sit, Cher. Take a seat. I'll be with you in a moment.
do you have a seat for me to take?
Stop sassing the giant woman with a knife!
Quite literally, you can all tell Edmund's not trying to be sassy. He's very much confused.
No.
He's
it's
not
just
used
like,
to things like,
She just-
I'm going to be
looks
sarcastic to you. He's just like,
I don't have a seat.
She looks
I
you
mean, you know
dead
what?
in the eye, holds up a finger, and points to the ground. I said sit, Cher.
Zelia, seeing who is right behind her, is just gonna get a big old smile on her face, kind of look over towards Edmund and be like, she said sit. I advise that you sit right now. Literally on the ground. I don't want to die tonight.
Edmund looks at this and goes, well, and you see him taking off his like lab coat and placing it on the ground.
You guys
God,
just
I
hear the
love
sound
him.
of the car window going down, and Rosetta looks at Edmund with a glare and is just like, don't you fucking sit down.
He places the thing on the ground and goes,
Say that out loud, Rosetta.
no. I thought it was just a glare.
Yeah, she's giving him that look with her eyes, you know? Sibling telepathy.
Okay.
So
Just
Edmund
like-
places his jacket on the ground, fixes his shirt,
She
and looks
kinda
at
looks
her.
the car.
Huh?
Looks directly at Rosetta. Oh, what's this, Cher? Have to have your little sister come fight your battles for you because you can't handle no big bad wolf.
Edmund looks at her and goes, I prefer not to fight in other people's domains without permission. This is your domain, is it not?
Honey.
Something like that.
My domain is wherever I happen to take a piss. And last I check, your kind. And she looks directly at all of you. Love to
Reese
come and
isn't
just
even
take,
really paying attention to her. He's smoking.
I love reason.
She pulls out of the pocket of her leather coat a cigar, like a fat fucking Winston Churchill style cigar, lights it, takes a deep drag off of it, exhales it through her nose, and just turns to Zelia and Chris.
Excuse me, what brand is that one?
See, I would tell you, but they're not for people with no taste.
Well, hold on now. And he like pulls out like,
I'm not talking to you.
oh shit.
You will wait your turn. Unless mama raised you to be a little shit in the back of a barn.
Absolutely not, man. You take your time. You okay if I smoke up one in the meantime?
While this is while everybody's talking, Ulysses is like slowly edging his hand toward the gun he keeps in his coat.
Okay, I need to make a roll real quick.
Tia is so
If you are doing it
confused.
stealthily, go ahead and give me a dexterity, and we'll make it a dexterity firearms check because you've done this before, trying to go for your gun without people noticing.
Do I take anything against that? Hunger? Okay.
Because this is something you're very familiar with, both the situation and the people's involved, like the persons and everything. This is just a matter of you remember how slow you have to move to make them not notice. You're just making sure you still got it.
One success.
I'm so sorry. He got 4 successes on 5 dice.
God damn.
Anyway, so as you go to slowly reach for your gun, you feel the very familiar grazing of sharp metal on your neck as a differently shaped Civil War style cavalry sword is rested against your throat. It looks very similar to yours, but this one has some very crudely carved runes along the blade that were added much, much later after the fact.
I want to check something.
Okay?
Based on the saber, can I tell? Is it a Union or Confederate saber?
It is a Confederate saber, and the runes you recognize as the swords of Heimdall markings.
All right, Ulysses can't, and so as soon as Ulysses recognizes that, he's like, he says, "Oh, great, you're rebels too."
Oh my god.
Zelia shoots him a look.
This is about to be great.
The one who's holding his sword to your throat just lets out this very deep, very robust kind of Ron Perlman style laugh. Keep talking, boy. You won't be laughing much longer when that head of yours is stuck in the dirt. Can I help you, sir?
Please.
Sorry, the dog had an opinion.
Attention.
What is
Bruh!
he's helping. He's helping play the role. I have a question. Are there any werewolves near Tia? Because she's kind of staring at Zelia like, we got this. I got you, girl. I'm not gonna let you die.
Zelia, right?
Yeah, her and Zelia were standing next to each
Yes,
other.
You're next to Scary Dummy Mummy too.
Uh-huh. Oh, two?
Yeah, because
Oh, right, the first one's the Mohawk.
Behind
That's right.
Zelia.
Yeah, no, Tia's just gonna look up at her, just literally just.
big old smile on her face.
Anyway.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a. I mean, I posted the gif of Charlie Puth. It's a little bit like that. She's like, I knew it.
Anyway.
Just very softly, I knew it.
Valid. Quickly back to Ulysses. There are 10 of them, Mags.
That's a lot for our low level. Fuck. Let me roll up.
Real quick timeout. Your level doesn't necessarily equal your combat in this game. Level is a little different. We'll go into that after session.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just making sure Octavia's ready to come back.
Just clarifying that real quick for the viewers and everything. Anyway, Untime.
I know. I'm just sitting here like, let me roll up a character.
The man behind you, Ulysses. The laughter almost seems a little familiar to you. It's
for fuck's sake.
You haven't heard in a very long time, as it's the laugh of the man who was partnered with your sire when shit went down.
My sire was with a werewolf? That bitch!
Yeah, no, this now that you're putting two and two together, the smell is very similar, the laugh is the same, and you can feel the audacity. Sir!
Galaxy, come here.
That one has this one has a little bit of kick to it. Whew.
Oh, I know, wasting away to nothing over there. So is this one, can't you tell? And the more and more you think on it, the more and more all those horrible, awful memories start coming back that you're just like, oh, nah, bitch.
Do I sense at all that something's going on with my second in command and close friend?
Aw, I'm your second in command?
Wits and insight.
It's Reese first.
Actually, no, sorry, wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Let me get this. Wits 3, awareness is 2. All right, 5. All right, let's see what
What's the name of this really big lady?
Well, I mean, she hasn't told us yet.
Yeah, she hasn't introduced herself yet.
I know, but if Zelia knows them.
For player knowledge.
All right, you would know her name. I have to pull up my notes here. Please bear with me.
Besides me just going like, mommy, sorry, mommy. No, mommy. Shit.
Yeah, no. Tia's looking at Zelia like, is this your ex-girlfriend? Did you two?
Can we? I mean, guys, keep in mind that if she's on the same side as the guy holding a sword to my neck, that means she's a neo-Confederate.
No!
So-
Don't make her racist.
Real quick, Zelia.
Mm-hmm.
You remember her name to be Claudia Benton.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The last time you and Chris ran into her was about 60 years ago when you guys were making a trip for Mr. Sebastian LaCroix to Chicago to procure some interesting goods for him. She had been taking another shipment from the same cargo, and that's when you guys came to blows. She didn't kill you because you made her laugh. And for that, she gave you one chance. And the exact words she said when she left you to beaten to fuck, but not dead, was basically, the next time we cross paths, I'm going to have a new vampire scarf and matching glove set. Bones included.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's a threat that's just weird. You're gonna wear like people skin?
I mean,
Like
yeah.
you can just say I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna just wear a guy around?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
I mean,
that's how you
you
know
know
how
her
crazy
life.
they are.
Oh, King Shane.
I would say, have you ever heard of
I'll
Ed
king
Gein?
shame a neo-Confederate all I want.
Okay.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm so sad you made them racist. I can't like them anymore.
well, no, only one of them is.
Oh,
Okay.
can you kill that one?
If there's one Nazi sitting at a table,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, only one of them is actually that side of the spectrum. They tolerate his shit, but it's obviously still not okay.
He could be
He's the weird
reformed.
one that we bring on the fun adventures.
Sometimes
He's
just
the one
an
guy
uncle.
who you guys have to be nice to him because, like, God, he owns the yacht, guys. If we're mean to him, my dad won't let us take it out again. Anyway,
I'd
LeBron, what
rather
would you-
have no yacht.
So we got 2 10s, a 7, and 2 and a 4. So 2 crit successes and a 7 and a success.
So 5 successes.
5 successes, 2 failures.
Okay, are any of those critical failures?
Nope.
Okay. You've known Ulysses long enough. He's told you enough stories of some of the shit that's gone down. Whether or not you told him about how everything got fucked with your sire is up to you two. But you do notice that there is an air of familiarity and an air of fuck this shit again, but also you're gonna fucking die coming off of your friend.
Gotcha. I look over at Ulysses. I want to see if I can catch his eye for like a bit, and I want to like mentally look at him, just like relax. Nothing's bad yet. We can control this. Just give us a minute.
You've seen Ulysses when he's pissed.
Yes.
You've seen him like you remember that time you and him caught a guy with a Confederate flag hanging off his truck, and he just
that was a grand old time. Like,
and he flipped out on the guy.
Yeah.
Ulysses is both angrier than you have ever seen him before, and also you don't quite recall seeing him like this, but you can tell what kind of emotion it is.
Oh, no,
he's
he's
also pissed terrified at the same time. So he is about to either sprint and hide for the next 50 years or flip out and start shooting and cutting everything in range. So
I'm like getting to him. I'm trying to have that like moment where you like grab a friend, you're like, look at me. All right, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're okay.
Everything is decidedly not fine.
Everything's fine.
Right. Well, while they are doing that, while that is happening over there, Reese and Rosetta, what are you guys doing?
Rosetta's typing away on her phone.
Reese is literally on his phone as well. Like, this
Just doing
really
my own
hasn't
shit.
involved him at all, despite the fact that his car is ruined.
Yeah, no, there's like, it's not even like a we can pop it out dent. Like, there is an imprint where this fucker's heels landed.
Wow.
You're
I'm
pretty sure the actual metal is cracked.
I'm so happy you guys are
Just tell me.
concerned for me. They're so great. I love my family.
Who are you again?
Not you. I don't know you. Fuck out of
I'm
here, Lydia.
Canada.
Talking about my brother-in-law and my sister. He's so concerned for me.
What?
Yes. So you guys are on the phone.
Yeah, I'm 2
Rosetta, you're
successes, 1's
texting
critical.
Reese. Are you calling or texting somebody?
Sorry, who was that directed to?
Huh?
Who was that directed to?
You.
Reese is just texting.
Okay, who are you texting?
He's texting Rosetta.
Oh, very helpful.
We can't talk shit out in the open, so we're just texting each other.
Exactly. He's like, why
You have
haven't
that
we
one
left
friend in the
yet?
room that you
What are
can't
they
stop
doing?
helping
Why
yourself
are they
to hear
pissing
it.
off these werewolves? What is the whole point of this? Why haven't we left yet?
By the way, Cam, I got 2 successes, 1's a critical.
So 3.
And what am I rolling?
To text her?
No, I thought we had to roll something. Sorry.
No, this was
No,
something
this
in
is
DMs.
to reach one of her contacts.
You gotta
Yeah.
roll something to make sure you don't spell something wrong.
Wait, actually, that's a very good point. Reese,
I was kidding.
He's
God
a
damn it.
writer. He's a writer.
I need you
Good job,
to make a
Ulysses.
frenzy check.
Okay.
Because not only is your brother-in-law in trouble, but now your wife is in trouble too.
Shit.
As well
Yeah,
as
you're
rest
not not part of this.
True.
We're all about to have a fucking
So
brawl.
I
This
need
is
you
about
to
be a-
roll me your humanity and then 1/3 of your hunger rounded down.
For Reese?
Yes.
Okay. So how do I roll frenzy?
So how many willpower do you have?
I have 3 willpower.
So 3 dice.
Okay, 3 dice.
And you should not have any hunger yet, so you should have 5 available for hunger.
Yeah.
So 8 dice.
Is there a difficulty?
Just I can't tell you that without giving it away.
Oh, no problem. Okay, so I just roll 8 dice and see what I get.
Yep.
2 successes, 1 bestial failure.
So that bestial failure cancels out your successes.
Well, yeah. So far, he has the guy on his roof hasn't made any moves towards his
Running
wife. He's
hands.
just he's just standing there being menacing.
The reason
And
you
she
have
is
to
his
make a-
point of obsession. So if he makes any moves towards her, then yeah, I could see the.
The reason that you have to make this frenzy check is because the guy on the roof impales his claws through the roof and starts pulling the metal back.
Motherfucker.
Get his ass.
Just fucking
Get his ass Reese.
Because
Okay.
you
I got your
failed-
back, homie. We good.
because you failed your frenzy, you are now panicked. Anything having to do with your wits or resolve will be reduced by 2 dice.
Okay.
Can I tell
As
that
you
he's
realize
panicked?
that now your wife is definitely in danger.
Yeah, you guys are texting like you're not in the middle
I
of
mean-
this. There's a
Nothing
guy
had
on your
happened.
fucking
He was-
car.
Yeah, he was just on the car. He
OMG,
wasn't
guy
doing
on top of a
anything.
car, ripping it open. OMG, you better be-
Right, posting
Oh
a
yeah, a
Twitter.
guy standing on top of your car. That doesn't involve you at all. It's not like
Um,
you're in the car.
This is all
Cam,
happening.
did you-
Zelia's sitting here thinking, like, you know what? If I just murder all these bitches, this might be the pound of flesh that I can give this werewolf to make everything better.
Was that a question?
Look,
for me?
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
dead ass
so-
honest with you guys. This is OOC right now.
Mhm.
Rosetta and I haven't had a chance to be involved. That's why we were just saying they were texting on their phone. We haven't been involved.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to cover what was going on where and everything. That is my bad.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have that happen earlier.
Like
I'm
I
so
get
sorry.
I get where you're coming from with the comments, but like
Sorry.
we have not been involved at all. We've been sitting here in silence basically since the session started. So back in character now. That was my piece. That's what I wanted to say.
I'm sorry about that. That wasn't intentional. There's just a lot of information I have to cover, and I'm trying my best to include as many as I can.
I'm not mad
I will
at
do
you,
better in
Kim.
the future.
I'm not mad at you, Kim. Just pissy about the comments.
Sorry.
My apologies.
Can Rosetta tell that Reese is getting panicked?
Yes. You don't have to roll for that. You know this very well.
She's gonna like reach out and hold his hand, try and calm him down.
Like, it's okay. It's fine. It's all right.
We can't murder them yet. We'll do it later.
Don't make any sudden movements.
And
Just
we're
rip
gonna-
this
Their
car
vision
like
is based on
man.
movement. You have to stay still, then they can't see you no more.
It's a
Rosetta
good thing
holding
she
your
grabbed his hand because he was going for his gun.
Rosetta grabbing your hand actually manages to sort of pull you out of your moment of panic, fight or flight. You're still on edge. You're still at risk of letting the inner beast take over, but it's not as high.
Now, was I able to get in contact with my contact?
Your contact said yes. The problem is that there's currently a huge accident on one of the highways, and most of the police force is out helping with that right now, or they're stuck behind it.
Oh, lovely.
They said to remain safe, try and get to shelter if you need to. Police estimated arrival is anywhere from 20 minutes to the next 3 hours.
Please. Useless as always.
Love it. Someone else believes.
So, Reese, as you start coming down from your moment of rage and adrenaline and everything, the werewolf up top your car peers in, doesn't pull it far back enough to like let his body in, but definitely sticks his head in. Just, "Aw, what's the matter? You scared, you little birdie?" I will
Rosetta
say,
glares at
Reese
this
just
werewolf.
speaks Spanish at him. Doesn't even answer him in English.
he responds in Spanish.
What kind of Spanish, though?
He speaks Castilian Spanish, the actual one from Europe.
Okay, so they're gonna have a nice little conversation now because Reese is also from Europe.
Valid.
Oh, I'm saying this all in Spanish because I do not know Castilian Spanish.
This is the subtitles at the bottom of the theater of the mind.
Sometimes, yes. He goes, "Oh, your accent, it's very good. Are you from Spain as well?"
Out in the middle of nowhere, Spain, but yeah.
Oh, my father was from Spain. I'm sorry this is going on. My wife and I literally just got here. We have no idea what brought us out here. We were just told to come here. So,
Well, as you know then, it's rather rude to isolate yourself from the rest of the gathering.
well, we hadn't even left the car before you guys had gotten out. So,
He
it
laughs.
wasn't
I
our
heard you
intention to be
before.
rude.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, no, it's fine. I didn't hear what you said. What was that?
He kind of laughs and just, "Oh no, I heard your wife slam the door."
Well, we were being told to leave by my brother-in-law over there, so I thought that was what we were doing. Trust me. I would
that
introduce
twig over there?
myself.
He's gonna make a great chew toy.
Well, he is rather thin.
Reese,
like
you feel
him
Rosetta
crunchy.
grip your hand tight when he insults her brother.
If you'd be so kind as to come out here with the rest of us, I don't like not being able to see where the mosquitoes are flying, if you catch my drift.
Oh, as long as you promise not to tear any more holes in my car. I can't leave if you ruin my car.
Well, that'd be a darn shame now, wouldn't it? And you can tell by the way he's talking and the particular lilt he's adding to his accent, he is being fully sarcastic and mocking you.
Oh,
he's not even
Reese was too. He was not being sincere at all.
Oh, I figured. I just figured that it's a two-way street.
Oh yeah, they're both smiling with teeth. Like
Tell you what.
Well, my darling, he says, looking to Rosetta, this nice gentleman, he says with a smile, is asking us to leave the car. I feel if we do not leave, we are going to be ejected.
No, not ejected, just assisted.
Well, the car is trash anyway, and she kicks the door open.
You're
Oh.
angry enough, Rosetta, that the door actually comes flying off. Just thunk.
Now Edmund's on edge. Great. LeBron. Cigarette. I'm joking.
Oh, pass it over.
Joking.
She just fucking kicks
Yeah.
the door off its hinges and gets out of the car. It's just like, happy now?
Where it lands, there is a perfect outline of the sole of your shoe halfway up the window as its spider glasses out around that point. These bitches have ruined your evening. You and your husband were at a book signing. You were going to have some nice alone time away from the kids. And then this shit happened and ruined your night.
So, with all this wonderful glory coming around, Edmund's going to look towards the one who's in charge and say, "Well, what is it that we are doing here? What is happening at this very moment? Are we having a conversation? Do you want us to leave?"
That's what we call a bayou greeting.
What's happening here is that somebody, and she will run her finger with her very, very thick claws, by the way, across your shoulder blades, Zelia, and then takes a couple of steps, shoves past Tia like she's not even there, and grabs Chris by the hair and picks him up off the ground.
Ooh.
Some people don't know how not to cross them lines.
Not gonna lie, Edmund's over here like, "Oh, you just want that one?" Not gonna lie.
I was just about to say, like, this is about him, just take him!
I will say that with how you guys are parked and everything, Reese and Rosetta, it only takes you a few seconds to basically move out of what is the perceived line of danger at this point, because this werewolf is ready to fuck your car up. What's he gonna do to you? You get there just in time to see Chris actually lifted off the ground, because where everybody was standing was kind of making it hard to see where he was.
Which one is Chris again?
He's your
Zelia-
Malkavian.
Zelia
That sired.
He's
sire.
Zelia.
He's
my
the one who
sire.
lives in weird places. Yeah.
He's the one who
Yeah.
The
lit
one who's
Lydia's
not the Cheshire
doorbell.
cat.
Yeah.
So your
Don't
beef
say
is
that.
with this one.
No. My beef share is with all you damn mosquitoes. I don't give no flying fuss whether you gonna call yourself a chicken shit or a fucking Toreador, or I don't fucking know. What's that other one? The fucking mutts who think that they can be good as us. Luke, no shit. I gotta beef with your entire race. And this fucker, and she brings her knee up directly into his sternum. All of you can hear, without even having super hearing, 3 of his ribs cave in. Not crack in, but actually cave in.
Zelia is just gonna kind of take her finger, because I'm guessing she cut skin with her claw. Did she cut skin? Okay. Yeah,
Just
Zelia's
barely. Like, not seriously, but like, you know when you get a thin paper cut?
Yeah, like Zelia's gonna take her finger, run it across there, the finger, like with the blood, lick it off her finger, and turn around. She's like, "Oh yeah, you forgot to mention us Malkavians too."
So, madam, what?
Oh, she just kind of rolls her eyes, looks over, and goes, "No, I ain't forgotten about the milk cottons need a share.
Malkavian.
You could call yourself Pinocchio for all I fucking care, share."
But my nose
You
doesn't
know.
grow.
And you can see, for a moment, she actually pauses mid-sentence. And just, wait, what?
Run that by me one more time.
And she kind of, listen here, shit. If you want to share the same fucking fate as your fucking boy toy here, I can make that happen. But don't be talking circles.
I mean, you're trying to make conversation with a Malkavian. What did you expect?
You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but the bitchy sucker ain't wrong.
Yeah, hi, we're the crazy ones. You should already know this. Haha, we've already had a run in. Hi, Claudia. Nice to see you too.
Zelia. I thought I made it clear when I didn't snap your sugar daddy, or should I say your bloody daddy's, neck the last time I saw you 60 years ago. You be lucky that I let you leave with the item that you took. How did that sarcophagus work out for Prince La Crappy, whatever the fuck his name was?
Oh, I like that name for him. That's perfect. I have other ones we can add to this list.
Is she actually
So-
keeping a list?
Possibly, yes.
She has to. Okay, go on.
That sarcophagus though, yeah. So we may need your help finding that.
You
Again.
did not just be asking for my help. The rest of the group
Pretty
falls
please?
silent.
Just pretty please with a cherry on top. Maybe a corpse on top. Whatever you want on top. I'll be on top. Whatever.
That's an option.
She is staring at you with the most who gave this child cocaine look. And after a moment, she kind of shakes her head, throws poor Chris into one of the support beams of the porch.
Zelia makes
You all hear a very audible.
Yeah, I'd say Zelia makes no notable concern at all. She's concerned. She's freaking the fuck out, but she's just like,
She gotta keep it cool.
nope. I'm standing my ground against this scary dog.
Yeah, so his basically where his ribs meet his spine connect with the post of the porch. There's a loud crack, but the beam is also broken. And it's hard to tell if that was his spine or the beam that broke. He goes limp.
That was him.
She then walks over to Zelia. Once again, acting like Tia isn't even worth the dirt on her boots.
Tia's like
she can still a snot-nosed brat when she meets one. Not that you're a brat, Tia. We love you, but this woman's a bitch.
She's got brat energy.
She walks over to Zelia. Gently takes a tiny strand of hair, puts it behind your ear. And what makes you think I'd be helping the likes of you when you done murked at least 15 of my boys?
We both know they deserved it. Maybe not, but they were bad boys. And you know, it was really fun playing this game right now of horseshoes that you just did to my sire. I mean, we could throw him a couple more times. If you, I guess you want. We probably deserve that. But you don't really want anybody bad, really, really bad, to get this sarcophagus. I'm just letting you know this now.
You know what? Courtney, go ahead and make a charisma manipulation, and because this is really fucking, add persuasion because the DM, I'm like, why is she not helping with the sarcophagus now?
Valid reason.
Because she doesn't want the really bad vampires to get it. You don't understand. Claudia,
so go ahead.
bad vampires, if they get this, there'll be explosions. And as much as I love explosions, I really do.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead and make a charisma. Go ahead and make a charisma manipulation and persuasion check.
Okay. Charisma manipulation.
Sorry, my roommate's in the room listening in, guys.
Yeah, I saw them dying when Zelia said, "I'll be on top." I saw them in the background. Don't think I don't see them in the background.
I like how everyone else here is all like trying to be intimidating and scary, and Zelia's just
I'm
like,
not trying to be intimidating. I'm
no,
trying
I
to be
got this.
charismatic and be like, "Hey, we don't need to do this." Which Edmund never got an answer to his question.
What was this question again?
What are we doing here? Is this a you want to talk to us? Is this you want us to leave? What do
Is it
you want
shakedown?
right here, right now? That was
Isn't
his
that like you walk
question.
past him to walk to?
She purposely avoided that.
Man,
Essentially, the we're gonna see what you do.
man, I'm sitting here like looking at Edmund, looking at them like, you call me rude, but you're just gonna avoid this. You're fucking
I
rude.
got
It's
3
Edmund.
successes, 1 being a crit.
So okay, yeah, no, she got all failures on her check.
Woohoo!
So for a minute there, it looks like her brain is the little AOL guy from the 90s. He would get halfway, jump back, get
Yeah.
most of the way to the end, go to the front, time travel a little bit. That is what's going on in her brain right now. And after a second, just, you've got mail. It clicks. Yeah, you bring up a good point, but I and she is flustered. She's about to say something she really don't want to say.
Zelia's gonna just look at her with a big old smile, and she's like, "You're really cute, and you're flustered."
She blushes.
Edmund
Made
inside
realistic
is
flesh. You know
cringing.
how hard that is?
As she's trying to find the words to say, because it's very obvious that it worked and she is now reconsidering, Ulysses, the gentleman holding up the saber to your throat. Is there anything you would like to do or say to him?
Ulysses takes a deep breath and then says, "You know, I was there when we burned Atlanta."
He just kind of laughs and just,
Bop, bop.
yeah, because only you cowards would dare burn a city full of innocent women and children.
Tell that to Tulsa.
Zelia's trying not
All
to
I'm
get
s-
us killed.
all I'm saying is one side won the war.
You feel the blade tremble a little bit as he grips it tighter. His anger is starting to get the better of him.
Edmund is going to clear his throat very loudly as he looks at Ulysses and goes, "Do you remember the conversation you and Laurent had? Your little scolding. Your dick measuring contest does not need to be as Zelia said, your dick measuring contest does not need to be happening right now. Really?" And he kind of looks at Zelia like, "Did I say that right?"
Laurent chuckles a little bit.
Zelia's gonna, she hears this too, even though it's like she's not breaking eye contact with Claudia, but she's just gonna smile and then finally break contact with her, look over at Ulysses and be like, "Oh, you have a small PP too."
God! So, having heard that comment, the gentleman holding Ulysses at saber point just kind of looks over and just laughs. I'd have a Nancy boy holding your leash. How the North has fallen.
He called me a Nancy boy.
He's referring to Edmund because Edmund is the one trying to
Oh, thank God.
the situation.
Okay, you know
If
what?
you don't know,
Hearing
Nancy
this,
boy is slang for hey.
No,
hearing this, Zelia is gonna like now, like, even though she just side-eye to look at Ulysses, she's gonna fully turn her head and now look at the wolf and be like, "No, I hold the leash."
Galaxy.
how the North has fallen.
As he can clearly see this woman, this little tiny
We're in the South. Wait, what the fuck?
this 5'2" woman standing in front of his boss, like not breaking, not caring, has such composure just standing here, also flustering the fuck out of his leader, and now is now saying this over to him, just like, "Yes, no, try me, please."
Uh,
Real quick, Before we move into the next segment, because shit's about to get really, really crazy for the sake of argument, I will ask that if people have stuff they want to say, we can't really raise hands, but like just put a quick thing in, like a dash or like a period or something in the chat so I can see who's where to make sure nobody gets skipped. Just because a lot is about to happen, I want to brace you guys for that. It's going to be a little chaotic.
Sounds
I
good.
have a really bad idea, and I want to get a quick vibe check and ask. Oh, sorry if Phoebe, if you if you had something you wanted to say, sorry.
Maybe before the bed.
Hmm?
What did you want to do, Phoebe?
Do I need to roll anything? Cause she saw the Confederate flag design.
Mhm.
And with her being a Bruja and everything, I didn't know if I had to do a thing again.
No, you know very well, given a lot of like your studies and how much you've looked into basically like how not to repeat the bullshit. It's easy for you to identify it. So, for a fact this guy is a absolutely gross Confederate soldier.
No, I know that. I meant like, you know how like Brujas, their whole thing is they
Oh,
need to
right.
like change.
They're
Actually,
progressive.
yeah. I need you to make what's called a fury frenzy.
Ah, shit.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
So there's 3 different frenzies. There's fury frenzy, hunger frenzy, and terror frenzy.
Uh-huh.
You get to make a fury frenzy. A fury frenzy, if you fail, means that you go into a violent rage.
First Fury Frenzy of the campaign. Let's go, guys. What do I need to roll?
Go ahead and roll your willpower.
Mm-hmm.
And since you haven't had to make a hunger check, you should have 5 hunger dice available to add to it.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so 9 dice.
While you roll that, real quick, what's up, Laurent?
Laurent, I feel like he's sensing a degree of tension that's like on the verge of subsiding, but is like, on that point where like if the right motion will crack it, right? So he wants to see if he can like smooth talk things down a little bit because he knows he's feeling some type of way about a Confederate soldier for sure. But seeing in particular Ulysses is like flustered by it, is bothering him and he wants to get ahead of it. He's not even like conscious of the fact that Tia might also be like doing something, but I feel like he's like sensing something's about to go south in a second if he doesn't jump in.
Yeah,
We will
go
address
south.
that momentarily. Phoebe, what did you get?
Hold on. I'm putting the screenshot in the chat because I don't know how to read.
Oh, good lord.
Nice. 8
Holy
successes,
crap.
2 criticals.
Well, damn.
You broke the
Nice.
DM.
That's good, right?
It's really good.
Yes and no.
Oh.
What do you mean yes and no?
What do you mean no?
I got 9 successes. So you're almost able to hold on to it. The beast snarls and tears, and it's just like, nope, that's a sign of hate. I fucking hate it. Let's fucking go. We're gonna do this shit Southside style. Let's fucking go.
Let's curb stomp bigots.
Curb stomp bigots, kick some guys in the dick, whatever floats your fancy. And for a moment, you feel like you managed to get under control. But then you look and see the patch on the man's shoulder, which Ulysses can't see
Oh
because he's
no.
unfortunately, where he has the Confederate flag proudly borne with his unit number and everything on it, and you see that flag and you see red. You are now in a fury frenzy.
Let's fucking go. I've been wanting this fight to happen since it started. What do I do? What happens?
With fury frenzy, you really can't make any rational decisions. Your instincts and your heart are just like, fuck yeah, let's fuck shit up. So in your case, you see this very obvious, disgusting symbol of hate with threatening a man that has helped you so far, considering you've been a vampire for all of like 2 days. And Yeah, no, you gotta fucking take that shit out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm like, I need to like shake my hands a little bit. I'm stimming a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Tia starts foaming at the mouth and just breathing real heavy, staring at this guy. And again, she's next to Zelia, but she's looking at I don't fuckface's name. And she points at him and yells, "Hey, fuckface!"
Oh, shit.
They all turn to look at you.
They're all named fuck.
I mean,
There goes that option.
she's hunched over a little bit. She's like, I'm gonna send you to the same spot in hell Robert E. Lee is, and is gonna lunge forward.
And just like that, we're in combat.
Let's go.
I was
And
gonna ask. Oh, go ahead, Link.
I had a thing where like I wanted to ready an action for or when this turns into a fight,
Mhm.
and I wanted to see if I could pop it now.
Absolutely.
Not to steal your thunder, Tia, so I can.
I too had something I was wanting to hold.
Okay, so real quick, Edmund, what did you have planned?
You said you said that the vampire Rosetta and Reese are out of their car. They moved away from their car to be with the conversation, and the dude is standing there on top of it, looking all menacing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shoot the car engine.
Oh my god!
I want to take my gun and shoot the car. I want to blow that bitch up. Shoot the gas can.
Okay, so let me make sure that I have all perspectives here because I need to do some registering here real quick for my storytelling sake. Zelia, you had Claudia mostly talked down, correct?
Yep.
Lydia has been kind of mostly standing between Nick and all these people's kind of just observing, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Sorry, I know you're not feeling 100% there, Otter. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, when you get the chance, check your messages.
Okay. Yeah, Tia, you're fucking seeing red going to take this bitch down. Ulysses is dealing with a fucking former soldier and shit, ready to cut him down, and Laurent is... What was Laurent doing?
Let's change things up, considering shit just got real. He sees Tia going. He can see fucking Ulysses about to react. He sees a gun, a flash of a gun, and he's like, "All right, the hell with it, fuck it." So hands in pockets, pulling out those fucking silver spiked knuckle dusters. Fuck it, let's go in on the races for a bit.
Alrighty then. And then Edmund is shooting the engine of his brother-in-law's car.
It's already fucked up anyway. The roof is ripped. The my sister kicked the door off. Like, they're not in the car. They're not near the car. I'm gonna fucking take one out if I can.
Okay.
Ulysses is over there like a bazooka took out the other one. Okay, shrapnel. The car looks like shrapnel to me.
So I have to do this in order now. Wow, my brain is trying to...
Cam,
Do we want to be our
okay.
Let's BRB because I need to actually write this shit out so I know how to... We'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
BRB people? DM, what
All
the
right.
fuck's happening?
Sorry, distracted by doggos.
Squirrel.
So we had to step away to figure out the order of operations here because what's about to happen happens in about the same minute time frame. This is all happening at once, just so you guys know at home. Starting off, Edmund, your action, please.
The moment Tia starts lunging and Edmund realizes, yeah, there's no way out of this. He remembers Ulysses talking about essentially shrapnel is what it took to kill one of these things. So he pulls out his gun and he's going to shoot the gas tank of Reason's already destroyed car with the werewolf on top.
Let's see. Go ahead and make a dexterity and firearms check. I will say that you will have to roll a frenzy check as well, as when the car explodes, there will be flames.
Firearms. And that's all my hunger dice? Or just
Yes.
one because I'm at like 0 hunger?
No, you roll all 5. You lose them as you get more and more hungry. It becomes a more difficult roll.
Oh wait, it only rolled the freaking. Hold on. Oh, I see how this roller goes. Okay, so 5 for the hunger dice, and then 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 dice, because then it gives me those. Okay. Possible bestial failure. It says.
Okay.
It shows on the black dice 2 successes. On the red dice is 1 crit success, 1 normal success, and 1 bestial failure.
Okay, in that case, you do make your check because the crit and the bestial cancel each other out.
Okay.
So you do make your check. The bullet flies through. You hear that telltale ching as it hits the metal, and 3, 2. For a second, you're wondering if you hit the right spot. You go to turn away, and all of a sudden, there's this loud explosion, and flames sweep out around you. I need you to roll me a humanity with your willpower. A third of it rounded down, as you avoid going into a terror frenzy. Who else was by Reese's car?
Reese and Rosetta, maybe.
Okay,
Unless
so
I've since moved, I think, to try and go after Tia.
yeah, you're going to grab Tia. I will say that Rosetta, having seen what was about to go down, knew that you wanted her to stay safe, so she darted to a safe distance, quite a ways away from everything, but close enough that if something goes wrong, she can respond.
Calling that SWAT team again. Get here faster! I will have your jobs.
FBI. They have cocaine.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. Reese, because you're far enough away, I will say that you do not have to make another another terror frenzy check. You're good for now. Your wife was far enough away that's not an issue, and the rest of you, I'll just kind of look over, and all of a sudden there's a big fireball where this beautiful Aston Martin once sat.
If you do that, I'll do that.
Damn.
Edmund.
Edmund just
Your intention was to set the werewolf on fire, correct?
Set it on fire, blow that bitch up,
Well,
kill it,
let me.
or at least knock it the fuck out of combat. Like get it to hit a tree, and it
Well,
falls
you took
asleep.
it out of combat.
Cool.
So, as pieces of the car start falling to the ground, a very charred, very angry looking werewolf hits the ground. He goes to get up, and immediately a piece of what might be part of the engine comes down, cracks him on the head, and he is unconscious.
Damn.
Nicely done, Edmund.
Edmund with his beautiful stunningness, just flips his hair. I'm joking. He doesn't flip his hair.
In that beautiful Twilight
No.
fashion. Somebody get me some sun. I need to sparkle.
No, Edmund with a very clear, like, yes, his eyes look like he's blind. He can see, but his eyes look like he's blind. You can see the light catching where they somewhat look like they're glowing as Edmund looks over at the rest of them like, we can talk. And then just continues to look at them with one hand on his scalpel. Because he's more of a melee fighter.
So at the same time that is happening, as the explosion goes off, Reese and Laron, at the same time, you see Tia go feral bruja, which you both know is bad. It is very, very bad. Limbs go flying, children go missing, cats and dogs live in harmony together. It's insanity.
Hide your kid.
Both of you have the instinct of fuck, and you dart forward to try and stop her from doing whatever it is she is going to do. I need you both to make a dexterity and brawl check.
Ooh, bet. I like brawl.
Do I need to roll anything?
Tia, you need to roll me
3 dice.
a strength and athletics check.
Oh, god damn it. I don't know if I'm good at that. All right.
Can I add anything to this?
No. For this action, it's just your straight dice.
Damn it.
You can use willpower to re-roll.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Am I adding hunger to this?
Not to this one, because you're still kind of riding the roll you made earlier to snap out of your frenzy and everything.
Okay, so I would put 0 hunger.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure I understand this dice roller.
I got
You're
2 out of 2 successes.
Damn. Way to go.
Mhm. They were just regular successes, though, so there's still a chance that she's gonna get bodied by Laron or Reason.
Those are that's
or
fine.
maybe they'll just.
Can I use 3 willpower to roll all 3 re-roll all 3 dice?
Oh my
I will
god.
allow it.
One was a crit failure. I can't. I
One,
Ugh.
remember,
I
one
read
willpower.
this fucking up.
Remember, one willpower re-rolls 3 of them. Remember that.
Oh, 1 willpower rolls 3.
Yeah, 3 black dice. 1 willpower will let you re-roll 3 black dice.
The black dice are the stat dice. Yes.
I don't know if my roll was good or not.
Okay, so then I'm using 1 willpower to re-roll all 3.
Go right ahead. Just so you know, a bestial failure is only a natural 1. Failures are 2 to 5. Success. Huh? You had how many?
I had 1 bestial failure when I first rolled.
Anyway, Reese, what was your roll?
He put
I
it
put
in,
it in
she put it in
table.
the embed shed.
Oh. Well, that's a thing.
I don't know what it means.
It means you got 3 successes.
Oh, okay.
Think of the little stars on the first one as a 2 dot instead of 1 dot.
Oh, all right. Because I'm sitting there like I'm rolling dice and I don't know what they mean.
All right, Laron, what did you get?
A single crit success means 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I got a crit success and 2 failures.
Oh, I forgot about the crit success. Alright, technically I have 3 out of 2 successes.
So, unfortunately, Laron, yours cancel each other out.
Right.
Reese, your instincts are kicking in. Edmund just blew up your fucking car. Your wife is thankfully safe, but still technically in danger. Shit's hitting the fan, and you just wanted to have a nice night after a book signing. And this child is about to make things 1,000 times worse. You take off like Usain Bolt. You're just about to catch up to her for a second, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Laron kind of stumble and trip, going for the same, stop the kid. And thankfully, you jump over a few rocks that got kicked over as he stumbled around. That jump put you just close enough to grab Tia by her arm and pull her tight against your chest.
Nice.
You are
Yeah, she's
in the
kicking.
man titties.
She's kicking and screaming insults in multiple languages.
You recognize a couple of them, Reese. Edmund, you know all of them.
Wait, what? What do I know?
So I said Tia is yelling insults at the Confederate soldier in multiple different languages, calling him a
Oh.
motherfucker. Um,
All kinds of bitches and hoes.
If
oh
it's
yeah, honestly, Vietnamese insults are the most fun. She's calling him a squirting pussy.
so
That is a very well-known Vietnamese insult that in English translates to "you're a squirting pussy."
if it's
So yeah.
Italian, Latin, German, Celtic, French, and I haven't been able to read up on my Vietnamese yet, then yes, I would know these cuss words.
Yes. Yeah, no, so that's you hear all of that. Um as that happens, Ulysses, what are you doing?
So I pop potence. I've got lethal body going, which means that any of my hits basically go from I'm punching someone to this is gonna kill somebody.
Mhm.
Probably not enough to take out a werewolf, at least. But I pop that and I swing my head backwards and shout, "The Union forever!" And hopefully I break the guy's nose.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength and brawl check.
I was just eating my ice cream.
Let's see, that
Oh my god.
is 4 dots in strength, 2 in brawl. So that's 6 total. So I have 3 successes, one of which is the success with the 2 little stars on it. So that's a critical success, right?
Yeah, that one's worth 2.
So that is 4 successes total and 3 dots.
All right. So meets it, beats it. You guys rolled the exact same. As you go to throw your head back, you do feel the crunch of the cartilage in his nose kind of just squish under the back of your head. But the problem is that he still has that sword right there, and as he comes back to reel away, he kind of flicks it, and he catches right where your collarbone meets your throat.
Is the sword off my throat now, though?
It is.
All right, that was the number one thing, more than breaking his nose. I'd scamper away, draw my sword and my gun, and point both of them at him.
All right. He is currently reeling. There is blood gushing down his face. Nobody has hunger, correct?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
Thank goodness, because I really don't want to have to go through the consequences of y'all drinking werewolf blood. It's not fun.
It's not even to my taste. My taste is dead blood.
Well, I guess Tia's
Well-
a little toasty. No, I'm kidding.
Don't
Death.
don't worry, Edmund. He'll be dead soon. Hopefully.
And
Don't
he
ever
stands
find
to
the
his
body
full
with my
height.
vitae.
The face you're making and the camera is making it so hard to concentrate. God. Anyway, he wipes some of the blood on the back of his hand. It does no good. It's still pouring out. And just, why don't you come over here and say it to my face, you Yankee prick?
It's not my turn, right?
You can. I will say you have one more action.
Okay, I empty the pistol into him.
Roll me a dexterity
Gas
and
is
firearms check.
Cam, you remember what that pistol does, right?
And the hammer.
That's the pistol Octavia gave him that she got from that La Sombra back at the club.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm fully aware.
Let's see. I have 2 in firearms and 3 in dexterity, so that's 5. 3 successes.
All right. So you fire off. Bam, bam, bam. 3 bullets do hit. One hits his shoulder. One hits his what's that word? His fucking side. I was trying to think of the scientific term for it, but whatever. Gets him like right where the ribs meet the stomach, and then another one goes into his thigh.
These are
The other
silver,
three-
by the way.
Oh yeah. The other 3 whiz past. They miss, unfortunately. Where the bullets connect with his flesh, there is now smoke and black like flesh appearing as it's scorched. And he just kind of stands there with this wild look in his eyes. That being said, Tia,
Yeah.
you are now being bear hugged by Reese. You see LaRon tripping and stumbling out of the corner of your eye, and you just saw 3 bullets get loaded into this racist piece of shit you're going after. You still want to fucking kill him.
Right. Hmm. Tia's gonna try and get out of his grasp to body this werewolf, a la Get Down, Mr. President style.
Okay. So, Tia, go ahead and make me a strength, and because you're trying to break out of a grasp, I'll say melee because it's like a martial arts thing.
Damn
Reese,
it.
if you would like to keep hold of her, I'm gonna have you roll strength and brawl.
I got 4 successes. I rolled 2 critical successes. She
Damn.
wants blood. She
mean, yeah,
is
that's what we all want.
hungry.
You're the fucking murderer, man.
Way to go, Tia.
She's
This shy little
she's,
kid is turning into motherfucking Jamie Lee Curtis.
she's
So you said you had
hungry.
how many successes did you have, Tia, for?
4.
Unfortunately, Reese, she's just there's too much adrenaline, too much need to see this fucker dead, and your grip slips ever so slightly, and she takes that chance to burst out of your arms and take off at the racist again.
Silver dagger.
Oh, she's not using her dagger. She doesn't want to kill him. She wants him to hurt. She wants him just alive enough where he's suffering. Death would
Oh,
be a
boy.
mercy.
Oh my.
Okay,
Look at the case of the vapors. Woo.
When
God
is
damn.
it?
Roommate in the background.
so go ahead and roll a strength, and I guess you can choose athletics or brawl because depending on how you're tackling him and going at his face, I'll let you decide
I don't have either, but I got 2 regular successes because I only have a 2 to strength.
I have to roll something real quick.
Oh, I know she's not gonna win because I don't have shit for strength
God
or brawl.
damn it.
How bad is it?
I'll
How
do
bad
it.
do I fuck up?
4 critical failures.
Oh
That man is dead.
yes.
Yo.
That dude
Apparently
is
it's
dead.
pick on the DM night. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
So you can feel the blood pack you had when shit started, you know, your little Capri Sun you needed. That shit starts
Yeah.
coursing through your veins. You're ready, you're going. If your heart could beat, it would be fucking pumping like a diesel engine. He steps half a step back just into your line of, well, I wouldn't say sight, more like line of bull rush.
Mhm.
And while normally you're not that heavy, so you wouldn't have that effect on somebody that big and bulky, you hit him like a cannonball and he just flattens on the ground underneath you. We're talking full
Yeah,
Adam
he
Sandler
does.
Waterboy tackle here.
Trying to find a good gift that represents. Yeah, she does this.
Perfect.
I'm so excited.
And she, she's looking down at him. She's, straddling. She has her hands around his neck and she's just smiling wild. And she's like, how does it feel to be beaten by an Asian bitch?
Mm.
Serious.
While that is happening, and again, reminder to the viewers at home, this is all happening at the same time. Zelia, you're talking to Claudia. You're pretty sure you got her all the way to back down because, fuck yeah, power of talky talk again, Um, all of a sudden there's an explosion, there's tackling, there's stumbling, there's maniacal cackling, and you and Claudia are still eye to eye, kind of like the outside world doesn't exist for a second.
They should totally kiss.
It comes down to it if we need a distraction.
Quick, I need a distraction. I'm a distraction.
Oh god. Zelia's just gonna not breaking eye contact, knowing full aware of all the crap that just happened.
Like, this is what your head is on the inside, but now other people can see it.
No, in the inside, she's thinking, "Oh, I love all of this. Please, more chaos, please, please."
We need Missy more.
There needs to be more murder.
Oh, there's about to be one. She's about to get her wish.
But she's just very calm, and she's just gonna look and just smile at Claudia, and she's like, "And they say I'm the crazy one. How about this? You call your sweet angels off. I call my gremlins off.
I can thanks to that.
We both know," and she's gonna kind of look over at what's happening to the racist motherfucker and be like, "We all know he deserved it. And, you can't tell me otherwise. I see it. I see it. We both know he deserved it. The other one," and she's gonna kind of look over at the car and be like, "That one was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Kind of Acme styled that one. And then she's gonna turn around and look over at Chris and be like, I think we're even.
Where is he?
Are we okay? Do we need to punch somebody else? What do we need?
Claudia
Let's
just
make it
kind of
better.
stands there, almost impressed that you have the audacity to talk to her like this. But after a moment, she gives you a nod of respect, just, I know there's a good reason I let you live, Shay. Tell you what, take your wishbone over there, and she points over at Chris, who is still unmoving and not making any form of noise. Make sure that one not be crossing my path again. I'm not gonna be nice a third time. I got a reputation to uphold out here.
Thank you very much. And then she's gonna kind of also sit there and just give like a little cheekish smile. And she's like, "You probably also let me live because I'm so cute. Thank you."
She rolls her eyes and just, don't be pushing your luck. You haven't reached cute yet, Cher.
I mean, you can call me later. It's fine. I understand.
Don't on a phone.
Okay, smoke signals. Got it. Okay, I'll keep an eye out in the sky. Got it.
I tried to hold a conversation, but your brand of crazy is breaking my brain.
I think that's the point. Isn't that the point of her clan?
Legit Zelia over there, just like, listen, I know our love is forbidden, bro, but telenovela this with me. Let's go run away.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then the identical evil twin,
you're like,
Isabella, shows up.
I know those ones over there, like the telenovelas. We can do this. I've always been interested, Call me.
After a minute, she just laughs and holds up her hand, and she doesn't say anything, but it almost feels like there's a growl in the air that just vibrates everybody to their core. All of her pack members, save for the one being full-on fucking body checked, all immediately back off, hands up. The guy who's unconscious just kind of lays there. He still looks like a really over-toasted marshmallow. Starting to smell like burning hair. It's great.
Edmund, awkwardly seeing this, kind of like picks up his lab coat and starts like any little fires out, like, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. He's like, oh, we're calling it off? Okay, let me just put out the fire real quick.
As they back off, she just kind of looks you up and down, Zelia. Looks at the rest of you. Don't be thinking I'd be doing no favors now. If I help you find the sarcophagus, it ain't gonna be for the likes of you skeeters. No. It's gonna be for the wolves. We gonna have that holding over your heads for a very long time, Cher.
Edmund
You,
nods.
you best be hoping you find it before we do.
Edmund nods, reaches into his pocket, pulls out a business card, walks over to her, and says, all in all, thank you for the business, and hands her the card because she sent a couple bodies his way, so that's money for him. He just
She
walks
looks
to
at
his car.
you, looks at the card, looks at you, and puts it at the end of her cigar and catches it on fire before dropping it to the ground.
Oh, I'm not looking.
That's
I
so
already walked.
sexy
I
of
already
her.
walked
Oh
away to
my
my car.
god.
I just handed
Tia,
over.
stop being horny!
I just hand over the card. Say thank you for the business that you brought to my establishment, and then I just literally just start walking to my car like.
Zelia is gonna walk over, grab Chris's ankle, and start dragging him over. Go over to Tia. She's gonna put a hand on her shoulder to get her up off of there, and be like, "Hey, just letting you know, we might have the hookup later with a werewolf."
Tia was like mid strangling this racist. And just looks up like, wait, really?
Yes, but we have to leave.
Can I get one more hit in, please? Just one more.
How many in the span of 6 seconds? How many punches can Tia throw?
Like 5.
Now with her vampiric speed, I feel like it's a good amount, and she's hitting all the like the points they teach you in martial arts and like self-defense classes, the ones that are gonna hurt the most. Yeah, she's hitting those spots.
This instep nose groin kind of deal.
Yeah, no, her knee is literally digging into his groin as she's strangling him and punching him. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every time he struggles, she corkscrews her knee.
At this point, he's singing soprano, honey.
Good.
So yeah, no. The rolls I made are. Y'all, Tia just beat the fuck out of a werewolf. Didn't kill it, but beat the fuck out of a werewolf. I hope you know how big a deal that is.
I'm so proud.
Loki really
Chaos Dad is proud.
But yeah, Tia's gonna, when you choke someone, you like push their head into the ground. She does that one more time, stands up, does her like skirt off, and then reaches into her bag and tosses down a pamphlet. She's like, "That's if you ever want to change your fucking attitude." It's a pamphlet for like, don't be racist.
Does she just have like a pocket of these things?
Yeah, that her bag is like her tour guide pamphlets and also just some like self-help, Alcohol's Anonymous. You meet a lot of people in New Orleans. You gotta have some of this shit on hand.
I feel like it's one of those cases of, hey, want a pamphlet? I got a pamphlet for that.
A little bit.
Okay. I'm just picturing Supernatural, like how they're like, oh, we have a gift for that. No, she has a pamphlet for that.
Yeah, and then she's gonna look at Reese like, did I do good? Are you proud?
Pats her on the head. Says, yes, you did very good.
Thank you.
And
she kind of snaps out of it. She's like, oh my god, and she kind of looks at the guy and she's about to say, I'm sorry, and then remembers he's a racist, is like, heal up. You
ever seen Rush Hour?
Yes.
All right, so it's like clean yourself up. You just like grab some napkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But you throw a pamphlet instead of a napkin.
Exactly. She said, fix your brain. Fix your mentalities.
You do better.
He doesn't say anything because his mouth is currently full of blood. He just holds up a middle finger, just like, fuck you, bitch.
Ulysses,
I'm hot and you're not.
Ulysses goes over. He picks up the guy's saber from where he dropped it and tucks it into his coat. And then he reaches over and rips the Confederate flag patch off the guy's jacket.
Yeah.
And he just turns to Laurent and then says, Well, this has been nice. Let's get out of here. And as he walks away, he starts whistling, marching through Georgia.
Nice.
Bring the good old bugle, boys. Let's sing another song.
All right.
See,
So
the-
as all that is happening, Lydia, you've been kind of staying back out of combat and trying your best to make sure Nick is okay, but also like why that car was so nice. Also, Tia, what the fuck? Laurent, what the fuck? Ulysses, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening
you.
around you? Are you just still kind of
Yes.
hanging back?
Yeah.
Or
The
what is
fuck
Lydia
did
doing?
LeBron do wrong?
Yeah, she's just basically like, yeah, what the fuck?
We can put this in America's Funniest Home Videos.
Fuck, man. Nah, she's watching the situation right now. With everything, like taking note of everything. Lydia's not like built for any sort of confrontation. She gets the talking type, but since Zelia had that covered, she stood back and she basically stayed as close to Nick as she could.
Yeah, because Nick is officially the new baby of the group. He's still in
He's
that.
taking it pretty well.
This ain't his first rodeo. He just never expected to be on this side of the horse, you know. But he's seen not you, but people you knew and associated with turn people often enough that he was like, "Yep, nope, it's gonna hurt. This is gonna suck for a few days. Okay, yep, I'm not gonna become a whiny bitch about it. Fuck you, hand me my white claw."
Yeah.
So yeah, he's coping the best way he can, as most gay white boys do, drinking a couple of beers or white claws and flipping through Grinder.
Honestly, she doesn't even blame him.
At one point, he kind of looks up, just like, "Is this really what you do when I'm running the bar?"
Sometimes.
I know.
Not this, but
Well, even though you know the whole undead thing, heart's not beating and shit, how have you not had a stroke yet?
you know what? Honestly, some days I ask myself the same question.
So you two are just gonna kind of vibe and talk shit by the car.
Edmund walks past them getting to
Oh,
his car.
absolutely.
Edmund walks past them.
That's my
getting to
gay
his car,
son.
And as she says, like, it's a wonder how I haven't had a stroke yet. Edmund walks past and just goes, just simply says, "You need to have a pumping heart to have a stroke," and just gets in his car and looks at Tia like and reason like and his his sister is just like, "Are we gonna go? Are you guys ready?"
So he takes it very literally.
Yeah, he looks at his sister, his brother-in-law, and Tia is just like, "You guys ready?"
Tia's still kind of a little high on adrenaline, and so she's a little sassy. She's a little sassy. So she looks at Edmund. She's like, "Aren't you gonna open the door for your champion?"
Edmund takes a moment, gets out of the car, gentleman as always, grabs the car door and looks at her and goes, "See, I wouldn't want you to rip my car door off," and opens the car door for her. Like, you're an angry brew. I have no doubt. He has no doubt in his mind that if you grab that handle, you're gonna yank his poor car apart. Like, go ahead and get it.
She's like,
Oh.
"I like you."
No barking at night.
So
I like that.
you
You'll
guys are
change
getting
your
in the
mind.
car preparing to GTFO, correct?
Yes.
Before everyone leaves, Laurent sort of like sits up and goes, "Y'all want to stop for a drink at my place and cool off for a moment?"
You know, I'm kind of feeling hungry right now, but not for blood. Not like hungry, but like food hungry.
Speaking of, Tia, make me another hunger check.
Oh no, I don't have any hungors. How do I make a hunger check?
Whatever you don't have marked.
What do you mean, whatever I don't have marked?
Roll 5 dice. 5 red dice.
Oh,
In the roller, you have to do 5. You have to put in 5 dice pool, and then 5 hunger dice in order for it to roll the hunger dice.
so 5 dice pool, 5 hunger dice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
don't worry about what the dice pool says, just the hunger dice.
I have 4 successes and 1 failure. Or just 1 black dot. So 4 successes and 1 little dot.
Basically, the dot is just, it's a failure, unfortunately.
Okay, so yeah, 4 successes, 1 failure.
Okay, so for a minute there, you feel that urge kicking in, but it's more of like after you got done with a really good protest with your buddies and you guys were super pumped, that adrenaline just slamming into your chest starts to die down. The beast starts to quell, and for a moment, you think about taking a bite out of the fucker you just completely fucking obliterated. But you're not that desperate yet. And you're able to go back with Edmund and everything without having to worry about your hunger kicking in.
I would say, is it the
Sorry,
type
trying
of
to figure out
hunger
what I
that
was
like
looking at
after
there.
I would say, is it the type of hunger that after everything has happened, after you get done performing drag, you're like, ooh, the Waffle House. I'm so
Yeah, no, this
tired.
is,
I'm so hungry. Waffle House. Is that how
you
she's
are willing
feeling?
to risk the horrors of Waffle House at 3 a.m.
So Edmund
Oh, I love Waffle
looks to
House.
Tia, looks to his sister and Reason, and just goes, "Should we stop to get a bite of food?"
Can we go to Waffle House?
Yeah, he's like basically asking, "Are you good for mortal food?" Because Edmund can't eat mortal food. He has that ability. He's just sitting there like, "Is this what you want?"
She doesn't even answer him. She pokes her head outside to everyone and just shouts, "We're going to Waffle House!"
Okay. So
She's
while that's
inviting
happening,
everyone.
There's one I know that we can go to that serves our kind as well. So let's head to that one.
so while that is happening, Zelia, Claudia gives an order to her entire pack to scatter, make scarce. We'll meet up later, and then she turns back to you. I know you'd be letting the others think they'd be in charge here, but gotta say, Shay, you really hold your own.
Zillia's just gonna kind of smile, do that kind of like that flick of the wrist, like the little like fingers to the forehead, kind of like flick off, like that little salute kind of thing. Yeah, exactly that. And she's like, "Hey, you got to be extra crazy to wrangle these people."
I like you, but I'll not be playing nice after this. This is the last chance, Shay. I don't do tree strikes.
Don't worry, I like it rough.
Inwardly, you can see her cringing. Not necessarily because it was bad, but more of a case of she's a vampire, she's a vampire, she's a vampire, fuck off.
Don't fight your animal instincts.
So about that, she did not make her she did not make, in fact, a very good roll. For a minute there, her eyes do flash to their more canine-esque colors. She steps up to you. And mind you, she's fucking tall. You come up to like just under her chin. And she just looks straight down at you. You're like perfect level with her muscular chest and everything and the beautiful broad shoulders.
Zillia's gonna like kind of put her arms together a little bit more to push her boobs together. You're like, you're looking down anyway. Let's give you a view.
I need to make another roll here. Thank you, Corky.
My
Fuck.
job is saving the people.
They actually are.
Doing the Lord's service.
She rolled 1 critical failure and 2 regular failures. So this hardcore badass, you just saw her fucking treating these people like fucking, if you don't knock it off, I'm gonna slap a bitch, and them turning into like, we're sorry, mommy. She is unable to speak to you. She tries to say something and it sounds more like the noises Tom makes from Tom and Jerry. The random weird ass onomatopoeia he's got going on there.
No.
And after a moment, she just whatever shit. I don't be gotten time for this. And her cheeks are bright red. Like, you've met her before, Zelia, and A, she wasn't this pretty last time. Last time she looked just kind of meh. So this is a glow up. And B, you only got out because Chris did the sweet talking, not you.
She's learned in 60 years.
That being said, when you saw him doing the same shit you did, she didn't get this flustered.
Mm-hmm.
So
More
she
like
likes
lesbian,
girls.
rip it off.
Yeah, I'm like super lesbian. Got it.
Fucking super lesbian?
Super lesbian.
Yeah.
Because she likes him crazy too.
Coming soon to a fucking cosplayer's table to you. Dice and Destiny's quotes out of context.
To make her a cape.
So yeah, she just kind of leans down a little closer to you. The closer she gets, the more you realize she smells like cigar smoke, leather, and just a hint of coconut oil.
Ooh.
She's noting this to tell Tia later too. So
Yeah.
And then she came close to me. I could feel her breath on my nose hairs. God damn it.
She is listening so intently. She's like, this is the best thing I've heard ever.
Full disclosure for our viewers, this is not how I expected this to go. I didn't have this written out. Y'all broke my fucking story.
mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I played Mount Cavian for a reason. Hello.
So yeah, she gets real close to you and she tries to be stealthy about it, but she's a little too flustered and she not so subtly slips her card into your pocket. Just, if you need a hand, give me a call.
Do you clip your toenails? I mean, your fingernails. God damn it! No, that was my own words that I stumbled over.
She's
Zelia's in the feet.
oh god, Corky's broken. Somebody unplug it, replug it in.
Do you clip your toenails?
That was totally in character.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
werewolf dog clipping nails, and they're all their toenails, and then my brain was like, no, she's not in werewolf form, she's in human form.
So
Breaking news, Corky is a real life Malkavian.
I'm just gonna say right here, right now, if anyone would like to clip the wonderful things, I can make a compilation of New Orleans by night out of context. Do you clip your toenails?
Yeah,
I mean your fingernails.
I will personally go through after tonight, and I will go do it myself in my free time.
I will pay Mello to freaking make this compilation for me. Just like, here you go, bro. Here's all the
I will make
videos.
the buttons for it. I'll make the buttons with the things on them. Anyway.
No,
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
No, Zelia's like,
Rate it in.
so
Breathe.
you
Okay,
need
it's
a hand, huh?
good.
So do you clip your fingernails? Just wondering.
She processes the fact that you called them toenails like 2 or 3 times, and then fingernails, then toenails, and just boys, we're leaving, and she just beeline out, makes it a point to go around you, unlike the others who she's completely shoved past fucking shoulder checking, especially poor Tia.
Okay,
I
yeah,
thought
she's
Tia was
pushing
already in the
forward.
Tia loves every second of it. She's like, oh my god, she touched me.
And she bumped me up.
No, as she's walking away, Zelia's gonna kind of also grab onto Tia's hand and be like, by the way, there's 2 of us!
She stops mid-step, like, the fuck?
Yes.
And then
The next
Zelia
thing
is a girl's
y'all
girl.
hear is the rampant beat, like honking of a horn, and Reese is literally staring at Tia, like, get in the fucking car.
Edmund's holding the door open like,
Tia looks at Zelia and
just taming her horniness. Like, is that it? Is that fair to suggest?
no, that's the
This is
play.
Zelia.
Listen, it's not horniness. It's Tia is exploring herself. She's
about to be a
exploring.
beast.
I mean, she took down a beast.
She's about to explore a grounding. Get in the car.
So the guy that Tia beat the fuck out of, 2 of the guys that were on the porch just kind of grab his ankles and drag him away like a sack of shit. Laurent, you see all this fucking shit go down, and you can tell by the look in Claudia's face as she walks away that she is trying to figure out if you guys are in charge or if Zelia is in charge, and if so, why.
Laurent sort of like walks up to finally like introduce himself properly. He never got a chance to. He doesn't expect her to shake his hand, but he holds it and is like, "Look, Laurent Dubois. Um, sorry things got so out of hand here. Hope we could have met under better circumstances, but I understand that we both share mutual need for keeping things contained and whatnot. So hopefully we could turn this into a friendly alliance and we don't have to have any hostilities. I know this is free ground and all that, but I just want to keep the peace right now."
She looks you up and down. Doesn't say a word. All she does is quirk one eyebrow and then keeps walking.
He's like, hold on, as a sign of good faith. And he like reaches into his coat, pulls out one of his, and he's like, only the finest.
Yeah.
She takes it, looks you dead in the eye, drops it in a puddle, and stomps it into the ground.
Aww.
There's like an inner urge for him to like go ham slamish because that's just rude. That's not.
This is the first time I've been provoked to hit a woman.
Equal rights,
Like,
equal fight. Let's go.
Is that rage? I feel. He's like,
What is this feeling?
such a shame. I thought you were a connoisseur of the good stuff, but that's okay. We'll speak later.
She just shakes her head, keeps walking. You can tell she is done, and the fact that they were denied their kill is pissing her off even more. Ulysses, as your fucked up to all hell friend is being dragged off, the other two guys kind of hang back a little bit, look at you, look at the other guy, and look at you and go, "Dude, your daughter is fucked," and just keep walking.
Fucked in a, like, strong, like, admirable way, or fucked in a please don't come near us again? Because either work.
Or
Fucked as in, where's my restraining order for Satan?
I was thinking, or in a your daughter is fucked. Like we're gonna get her at some point, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I was worried about.
No, this is the dude. She's fucking crazy fucked.
Okay, good.
He's wild.
Nah, they like me. They're thinking about good. I want them in my. I want me in their nightmares.
Ulysses is just like, I'm so proud.
They look at you like you're just as crazy as her. They don't know if like they're assuming she's your kid because of the look you gave her and everything. So they're just like, we don't know what the fuck is going on here, man. If you share her crazy, we're out. Sorry, like no harm, no foul. I didn't throw punches, man. I'm a pacifist. Go Buddha, Dalai Lama, rock on, shit. And he just keeps walking as fast as he can.
Tia's waving goodbye, like, sorry for beating up the other guy. I'm sure you guys are nice.
They walk even faster because they are terrified of you.
Edmund looks at Tia. Reason is about to have
she
fucking heart attack. Get in the car.
Oh no, she's getting in the car as she's waving. She's like, bye. I hope we get to meet each other under nicer circumstances.
Edmund closes the door. Gets in the front. Looks at Laurent. Are you leading the way to the Waffle House, or am I?
I'll take care of it. No worries. By the way, Reese, I didn't get a chance to make it today I got my book. If I could, I just, anyway, let's get going. We'll talk about it.
Well, yes, I can cite it for you at the Waffle House, and then we can discuss the plot of the next book.
Like, peace out. Ooh, I'm excited.
Because yes, the most American thing ever is to sit in a Waffle House with your buddies and talk about erotica.
Dude, I don't know about you, but after one of my drag performances, I was caked up, shirt open. I went to a Waffle House, and me and my drag parent just discussed so many things.
We'll have to talk later, because I did not know you did drag.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk later about that off stream. Anyway, so yeah, Lydia, are you going to drive with them to the Waffle House? Because Nick is starting to actually look a little bored. Like, petulant
I
teenager
mean,
bored.
yeah, may as well.
Alright, so y'all are heading to the Vampire Waffle House.
Yes, Edmund.
And yes, there is a Waffle House here in New Orleans, because there's a Waffle House for everything, and they won't close even in the middle of a fucking nuclear warfare.
Hell yeah.
There is
Why
one
would
that is
they?
Kindred owned and operated to basically cater to those who still need that kind of normalcy scenario, and most of their workers are ghouls.
Edmund is driving, following Laurent, and just looks towards Reason, because I'm assuming Reason's in the shotgun, and just goes, "Are you all right?"
I'm all right.
Rosetta seems to be fine. You see Rosetta in the background just texting.
Aggressive texting.
Aggressive texting to the bitches that were stuck in traffic. Like, how dare you be
Her,
stuck in
her,
traffic?
her acrylic nails are clicking loud like at the typewriter.
Essentially. I'm glad to see that you both are all right. And he just kind of takes a deep breath and he's like, "What did we do? What did we get into?"
Tia shrinks in her seat a bit, looking looking really guilty. She's like, "I'm sorry. I honest to God don't know what came over me. I
Also, let it be noted that Tia is covered in blood and dirt.
Edmund's gonna kind of chuckle at her half-heartedly and just go, "You are now in the world of the kindred. You are a bruja. What got over you was compulsion. No one can fault you for that. Heaven forbid you
yeah,
throw tarot cards or a voodoo book at me." And he continues looking at the road.
but I'm not usually a fighter. I mean, when I was mortal, sure, I stood up for what was right, but you know,
You are a bruja now. Your compulsion is driving you to do more than just simple standing up. Don't shy
mm,
away from it. You shy away, you let the beast win. Embrace it. Control it.
And she turns to Reese like, "Wait, I didn't know you wrote books. What kind of books you write? Do I know them? Have I read them?"
And he reaches into a bag that's on the floor, and he pulls out one of the books, and it's by I can't remember what author name we said, but I'm just gonna
Chuck Tingle.
yeah, something like Fallon Steele, something really stupid
I think
sounding, and he hands
I
it
think
to her,
we
and he
had planned
says,
on the Danielle Steele aspect. It was, I think we went with like Danny's Danny Iron or something like that to play off the Danielle Steele stereotype.
Brian Iron.
Brian. You know, she looks at this book. She's like,
It's written by
"Oh,
Christina.
wait, I have this whole collection. You read these books?"
"Oh
I just met my
yes,
bestie. Like that's just it.
oh yes," he says, laughing. "It was a silly little hobby of mine, and it turns out I was very good at it. And now I write many books."
So, all right, I have to ask, what was your inspiration for A Night Trapped with the Fae King?
I had just gotten in an argument with my wife,
Uh-huh.
and so I spent the entire night seducing her to win back her favor.
I feel so honored right now that you're practically like my guardian, something? Brother, guardian?
Guardian is
Eh,
a good one.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
I am honored.
Okay, yeah.
That's all
So
she. That's all she
Kinda like
says.
this industry really is what makes a Waffle House.
I say she sits back in her seat, puts on her headphones, and is scrolling through her phone.
Edmund's gonna hand the aux cord or Bluetooth or whatever the fuck it is to Reason. Like, go ahead and play what you want. I don't care. It's got to be better than what she put on from. You would not believe the shit that. And then Edmund proceeds to go. You would not believe it. After he like sees that Tia has put her headphones in, he's like, He turns to you and starts like speaking in Spanish with you, just like Latin and shit, just like you would not fucking believe the shit that I had to go through when you were just signing. Do you know what her mother did? Her mother practically touched me. I was being touched. I was being asked so many fucking questions.
Sounds absolutely horrible, and then he turns on the music.
Wow.
Turns on the music. Edmund still's going. Reason's just nodding, like, yeah, I'm totally listening. But Edmund knows. Reason's gonna sit there and he's gonna nod, but he's not actually listening. But that's the brother thing.
He's listening. He's
listening, but he's not listening. And Edmund's just like, he's just gonna let me vent. Fine, I'm gonna vent. Just start speaking in Latin, just
Latin.
full out, just going at it like you would not believe the things she asked me. She asked me about my marital status, about kids. I'm pretty sure that lady was either trying to get me to sign a marriage certificate for either her or her daughter. He's like, you're the face of the team. Where were you?
He is gonna pop out a headphone. She's like, "Hey, can I play Aisha Erotica next?"
Yeah, and he hands the aux cord back to her.
You see Edmund look out the window, 1,000-yard stare as they're driving, and you can see his hands kind of looking like, if I just yank the wheel really hard. As he starts speeding past Laurent, like, I know where this fucking Waffle House is. We're getting there quicker.
Okay, so as this is all going on, as this is all going on, I will say, Zelia and Lydia, two of the wolves, did put Chris in the back of your car as carefully as they could. They're not quite sure if his back is broken. There was some noises made, but they're not sure what's going on with that. So he's just kind of like seat belted in to the back of your car, kind of like what you do with a kid when they sleep on the side during a road trip.
Just strap him down.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Was my car touched?
You had some scratches on it.
Fucking rude.
Didn't the top get peeled the fuck off?
No, that was
No, that was a different car.
Ah.
Oh wait, no, my window is fucking busted.
Fucked up.
I bust the windows at you, huh? Yeah, no, because you had the little shit who was just like, fuck you, I want to fucking start my own cult with blackjack and hookers.
Nah, forget the blackjack.
Thank God I have insurance on this car. Yeah, we're actually, I think we should, like, at least with us, before we meet up with the others, we should get Chris somewhere safe.
What's safer than a Waffle House?
That's where fights happen.
Yeah, but at least you know they're gonna happen.
This is true.
No, I agree. I think Chris needs to be dropped off and put away somewhere safe.
At the very least. Also, where the fuck is Lind?
Oh, Lynn this entire time was sitting on a tree stump just watching you guys, not saying a word or doing anything. He was using unseen presence.
Fucker.
The only reason you remember he's there is that as they close the door for after getting Chris in, he's kind of leaning against the truck like, sup?
You touching my Tesla?
Wait, what?
He's touching my Tesla!
Yes, he is. He's leaning on it, like his ass is all up on your car.
Fucker.
It's clothed, but he's still leaning up against your car.
Oh, fine, get in the car.
What?
Oh, fine, get in the car.
He sits in the car, kind of like sits on the floor so he doesn't sit on Chris, because, like, yeah, he doesn't like his brother, but, you know, he's got to be, like, at least civil since he might have a shattered spine, you never fucking know.
Yeah. So I think my little group is gonna go, like, drop Chris off, like, probably at my place.
Yeah.
Right now, as far as you know, your house is the safest place because you still have a couple of people who are, like, on the security details in the area, neighborhood watch kind of stuff who come by and check.
Yeah.
It's like next door, but for
has
vampires.
a
It's great.
supply of where he can get blood packs if needed and rest how he needs to.
I will say that the entire time since he had his collision with the porch, he has not moved. He has not twitched. There has been no signs that he's even there in his head.
Fuck.
Boy, damn.
But
I
he
mean,
hasn't
wasn't
turned to
there
ash.
anyway.
Yeah, so we'll take him back then.
Alrighty. Are you gonna have your doctor buddy come and
I was
take a
gonna,
look at him?
yeah.
You were saying?
Hey, Zelia, are you coming or are you staying? Like going with the others?
You're not going to the Waffle House?
I was gonna meet up with you guys.
She's dropping Chris off and then going to the Waffle House.
You know what? No, because if he's laying across the seat, yeah, then your car's gonna be full. Then Zelia's probably just gonna go
I have a
jump
front
in
seat.
with Laron.
If you want to sit in the front seat with her, you can, because Lind is sitting on the floor behind the front seat.
There's
You can-
Nick. There's Nick, Lynn, Chris.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nick is there. Oh my fucking god, I forgot
Yeah,
about
that's
Nick.
why I was like,
Oh fuck, I forgot about my son.
What's wrong with riding with LeBron? LeBron is cool.
All right,
Yeah, so you can go with
Laron.
LeRon.
Yeah, popping in LeBron's car.
Yeah, Zelia trusts Lydia enough to know, that
I
she'll
won't
take
let
care of
anything
him.
happen to him, not on purpose.
Yeah.
All right, so Laron and Ulysses. Before y'all take off, Zelia does join you.
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
Is there anything y'all talk about on the way there?
Yeah, I think Laurent's first gonna just check in on Ulysses. So he's sort of like, as he's driving, like, he's in a pleasant mood. Everything good?
I mean, I got to help kick the shit out of a filthy rebel, so that's a pretty good day for me.
Mad respect for that. I thought I wasn't sure how things were gonna turn out, but good to know you kept you cool about you and handled it justly.
Well, a lot of the credit goes to Tia, I would think. That girl's I'm impressed with her. She shows promise.
I would love to take under my tutelage for like physical combat if she's interested in training those skills as a Bruja.
I'm riding this good mood for now, but that werewolf, I would swear I've seen him before. And I would swear he's connected to my sire somehow. But that's a problem for another day, I think.
Well, good to know now. I guess we'll keep that in mind as we continue onward.
Are they sitting in the front seats together? Was Zelia in the back?
Laurent's driving.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
though. Is Ulysses in the
Yeah,
the
Ulysses
shotgun?
is shotgun.
Oh, okay. Hearing this, Zelia's gonna pull a card out of her pocket and then like lean forward in the seat, and she's like, "If you want, I got Claudia's number for reasons. I have no problem digging up more information about this werewolf for you later on. Gives me excuses."
I must admit, your tactic to seduce the werewolf in the middle of a heated discussion while explosions are occurring, must admit that you've got some gumption.
I mean, you work for a prince for many years, and you have to do whatever you have to do to get things done.
You know what, that makes sense. I can't complain with that. Nah. I respect the hell out of you. We need to talk more.
I'm very interested to see if my pee-pee theory is wrong or not.
LaRon like smirks and like just looks behind him and says, "At any time, if you want to check out, we can have a good time."
Noted.
Smoke.
I'll take one.
He pulls out. LaRon's just ready at all times. This one he
So he's
pulls out
just
the glove compartment. He's like, "All right, cool. This one." And
So let's just gonna
Does it?
smile at that and be like, no, I don't need anything else to make me more crazy. It's fine.
Oh no, this barely touches us.
Oh. Maybe you guys.
No
She's
worries.
just gonna just lean back in her seat again. Looking at her card all smug and happy about what she just did. Like it's a golden ticket.
Are you actually interested in enjoying a night of fun with the werewolf?
She is crazy. Do we not understand this about the Malkavians? They are crazy.
No. He's aware of that. He's just curious. Like he's asking out of a raw curiosity.
Oh. Well, if he's asking, like actually legit asking and not you just asking.
No, he's legit asking.
Yeah, she's not gonna take her eyes off the card, and she's like, maybe. We will see how I'm feeling later.
Let me know what that's like. I'm curious. There's some books that people have written, and I don't know if they understand really how our anatomies function together, and it takes me out of the experience.
Okay, noted. So you want to join? Okay.
That is not what I said. Not that I'd be opposed, but that's not what I said.
Join. Got it. Understood.
Are you a fan of Brian Iron? Okay, I read all of his books, and writes really good erotica. And then there's other people who write stuff about vampires and werewolves and getting together, and it's just doesn't seem realistic.
Oh, I don't really read that often because then I get hooked on words and then I trip over words, as you guys all heard me say. So no read.
No read. All right, respected.
I will say, Zelia, you have done a surprisingly good job of keeping your compulsions intact so far. But now that you're in a stressful situation and away from the new source of your fascination, Miss Muscle Mommy, go ahead and make me a compulsion check.
Fail these every time. Composure?
Yes.
Okay. Composure. Oh my god! I had only rolled 2 dice. And I got 1 critical, so that's a 2 success.
So 2 successes?
Yeah.
For a minute, you almost have the need to go through and count how many seams there are on the seat because one looks ever so slightly uneven.
Oh.
And for a brief moment, the urge kicks in, but then you realize, we're going to Waffle House! And you manage to push it away.
She is going to point it out, though, to Laron.
She's going to point out the fact that they were going to the Waffle House?
No, that's the stitching is off.
He looks over here, he's like, I knew there was something wrong about it when I picked it up. I knew it, and I couldn't figure it out, and that's it. That's going to bother the hell out of me.
Okay. So next
Fuck
time
it,
you
I'm
go to
gonna
buy
sell
a
this
car,
one anyways and get a new
I'll
one.
go with you. I'll go with you next time you buy a car. I'll point out all the flaws. Don't worry.
Feel free to. You want to exchange numbers?
Yeah.
This is why we should ride the horses everywhere.
We do in the summer.
It's not
Zelia,
often
you wonder
enough.
just how many hairs are in a horse's tail.
Oh. Do I need to do another roll?
No, this is just genuine. I wonder.
Oh, okay.
Cute. You don't want Zelia to get kicked.
She'll be fine. She just stared down at Dami Mommy and made her cower. She'll be alright.
So, when we get to Waffle House,
Okay, what is going on at the Waffle House? Oh no.
How's it looking? Is it looking crazy? Is it looking a little tame tonight?
LaRon
There's a
called
couple
ahead.
of
I got
pretty sure
connected.
they're homeless guys in the corner sipping on probably like their 50th cup of coffee. The waitress is looks very much does not want to be here. Fucking why am I a slave to capitalism? These fucking pricks don't ever tip. Fuck this shit. Uh, and there's a very big burly fry cook you guys can see just kind of minding his business, occasionally flipping his spatula, stuff like that. It looks like your normal level of sketch.
Okay. So, Laurent calling ahead. I'm assuming we got either a table or a booth that's big enough for all of us.
I like to
There's
think
a
that
couple.
our one is like tucked away, so like it looks a little exclusive. It's a little bit
They have a
nice.
couple of tables pushed together. They're not that fancy. It's Waffle House.
I pay money.
So
I was gonna say, I'm like, I put this in our chat, but it's like, so it's a nice Waffle House.
Yeah, it's nice because they can put more than 2 tables together,
Damn straight.
so
and
Laurent.
the benches aren't broken.
So as we all get in there, annoy the ambiance in the background. I'm pretty sure Nari is tearing something up because he's a little shit. Do you want a treat? Yeah.
Yes.
When we get
Yes.
there, Edmund, is it a booth or is it a table?
It's a table. It's a couple of tables set together.
Okay, Laurent, you called ahead. You got the thing. They walk in. Edmund's gonna hold the door open for everyone
Mm,
with a
LaRon,
like a cloth because though he's not like ew germs and all that, he is looking at this like this is a Waffle House. So he
It's
is going to
Waffle
use
House.
a
That's
cloth.
mhm.
that's a very cute cat. Sorry, just
Yeah,
caught a
well
cat
done.
distraction. It was highly
Yeah.
effective. Yeah. So even though you're not like a germaphobe, this is still a Waffle House. You know
Yeah.
how this shit goes. Even though this is a quote unquote kindred friendly Waffle House, it just means they're just gonna look the other way if shit goes down like they always do.
So he opens the door, lets everyone in, follows them in, and he kind of like he doesn't know if his sister or Reason has been here. He has no idea, but he know obviously Tia has been here, so he just asks her, "What do they serve besides waffles? Is it only waffles?"
The best fucking hash browns you've ever had in your entire life.
He looks at you very
you have to-
confused. What's
But you
hash
either
brown?
have to be like drunk but not blackout drunk or high. But even then, even after that, the hash browns are pretty. Wait, you've never had hash browns?
No.
How long have you lived here?
In New Orleans or in America?
Yes. New Orleans.
He kind of gives her a smirk and says, "If I told you that, it might give away my true age." Now,
I don't care. Just tell me how long.
you see him like look at off in the distance and goes,
Like, she's
Many
genuinely
years.
concerned.
couple hundred, I guess, 150, 2.
And you've never had hash browns.
Tia, I have been a kindred this whole time.
Yeah.
Since I've been here.
Uh-huh.
I have no need for this hash brown, but I will try it. Since obviously
Good.
it's
I'm gonna order.
offensive.
She's like, I'm gonna order us like 5 things of waffles, 5 hash browns. Do you like bacon? I love bacon. Do you want some bacon? I'm gonna order us some bacon.
The only thing he looks at the menu and orders genuinely himself is the chocolate pie.
So yeah, you guys, Edmund, Reese, and Tia get there first and kind of head towards the table. The waitress kind of nods over, just like, yeah, no, go fucking sit down. I don't fucking care. You recognize her, Tia. She's a pretty regular waitress. Everybody calls her Doris. Nobody knows what her actual name is because her name tag is so covered in like just general kitchen grime and everything you can't really read through it. Yeah, no, Doris is very much a you mind your business and I'll mind mine. If you need more coffee, I'll decide if you need more coffee kind of person.
Doris has been there through every breakup, every bad test. Doris is an angel to Tia. And Tia just kind of
Yep.
smiles. She's like, thanks, Doris.
No problem. Go sit the fuck down.
Will do. And she like pulls them along to the booth. Like every Waffle House booth, the seats are a little sticky, and you're not sure if it's from the rag that they clean them with, or if it's from like whatever residue is left.
Edmund is making it a point to make sure his jacket is going to be the thing that's on the seat.
He hasn't been decontaminated yet.
Tia looks at him really confused, like, what?
I'm just excited to try this hash brown.
Yeah, but you're being weird about the seats.
It's a little sticky, I'm not going to lie, but it's fine. I am experienced what it is like for the nowadays. And he looks at Reason like, are you happy now? I'm outside.
The nowadays?
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
You're lucky you're cute. Otherwise, I would, like, never want to talk to you again just by that phrase alone.
he's looking at Reason. He's just like, is are you happy now? I'm outside, just like you and Rosetta wanted. I'm out here. Are you happy now? God damn.
Reese is nose deep in his own book.
Rosetta is knowing Nevi and Nevi giving me the character sheet and said play accordingly. I'm pretty sure she's kind of like recording and or taking pictures and trying not to laugh at her brother.
Just the
Tia orders him a full spread.
All right, so as that is going on, Ron, Ulysses, and Zelia, you guys pull up to the Waffle House.
LaRon gets out the car, opens the door for Zelia, as the polite thing to do.
Oh, gentlemen.
I try. Waits for everyone to get out the car, goes inside, and he's waves hello to Doris, Doris is the waitress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Doris, good to see you again.
Don't fuck up my walls again. I just got them painted.
I promise. Do you have the special menu I can acquire for?
Sit the fuck down. I already know what you need. She
much
walks over
appreciated,
and
Doris. You are
drops a
such a
couple
treat.
of like what might be laminated or what might just be stiff from various potential washings, stacks on the table. It's a menu of sorts catered to your guys' needs, but you're not sure if these are actually laminated or if they're just crusty after years of not being changed out.
Yeah.
Feels like home.
Edmund's gonna have a stroke.
When they sit down, Ulysses says to Tia, I just wanted to say, I'm so proud of you. You struck a blow for the Union today, and I wanted to give you this. And he reaches into his jacket and gives her an old Civil War medal, like from the 1860s.
Uncle Ulysses is dope.
Thank you. And she puts it like on her bag, on her little side bag. She's like, there, with me all the time.
Perfect.
Nari's taking over for me for a bit.
Also,
hi Nari.
Also, I ripped off the guy's patch. If you'd like to burn it yourself,
I will definitely take you up on that. I'm meeting a few friends for a burn pile. This will come in handy.
I don't know what that is, but I'm all here for it.
So basically, a bunch of people like start a bonfire, right? And you gather all the things that like you hold resentment towards. A lot of people will bring like their ex's clothes. One guy brought like a whole computer, and you just burn it. You burn the bad feelings away.
That sounds great.
Is this,
you might have some trouble with that though.
Is that more
What?
like a witchy thing?
I don't know. I think it's more of a southern. I think it's a southern thing. I've only ever had it happen in the south.
Okay, because
In
I
this
have a
situation, it's not an occulty thing. It is simply a weird you're a southerner kind of thing.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if you were doing it like a witchy style thing because Edmund has his fucking hell, what is it called?
Yeah, no, it's just a southern thing. Y'all start a bonfire, you get drunk, throw shit in the fire, have a good time.
Well, that sounds a hell of a lot like what we did to
Knowledge
Atlanta.
hungry. Edmund,
Yeah, we're not doing that no more.
Edmund has knowledge hungry, so anything that is of the necromancy, witchy, or voodoo style thing, he has a compulsion to pay attention to it.
The
Yeah,
only
no,
witchy
it's just
thing on here is the we be bitching and witching with white wine, bitches.
yeah,
But
no.
vampires are
Wh-
creative. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say if Laurent said that you're gonna have a problem with that, she's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so vampires are afraid of like having aversion to fire, correct? Per V.T.M rules.
Yes, you actually have to make checks anytime you're near an open flame like that.
So, T, if you notice, whenever I've lit my cigarettes and my cigars and my blunts and all that stuff, I don't use a lighter. I use a plasma torch. A little bit easier, a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
civil.
your thing.
Right. Um, we don't do well around open flames.
Oh. Damn it. I like the
I
bonfires.
I don't like having to take things away from you. You can always see one from a distance, but participating in certain things can be a bit difficult per our condition. Unless you're willing to put yourself through the mental trauma of it all.
Trauma,
Man,
background.
and she stuffs like a hefty forkful of hash browns in her mouth, and is just sadly chewing on these hash browns. And then she looks at Edmund and she's like, "Soup, move the hash browns. Here, try a bite." And she shoves one like in his mouth.
With this, Edmund kind of freezes as you do that. You could see that he was literally about to take a bite of pie when you shoved the house brown in his mouth. He's like frozen, like, okay, there are potatoes in my mouth. As you look at, she looks at him, and he just like with the still potatoes in his mouth. He keeps eyes locked on her as he puts the chocolate pie in his mouth and just keeps eating
Oh,
Tia, quick question:
chocolate potato
Yeah.
chips. It's fine.
do you have the ability to eat human food?
I do. I made sure to have that ability.
Okay. I just had to make sure so that we didn't have to worry about any like exorcist reproductions in here.
No, I was not gonna let you have a game in New Orleans and me not be able to eat food.
Oh right, I remember we were talking about that in session 0. Anyway, so as you guys are having this conversation now, and Doris is just pouring coffee with just all the indifference, just like this fucking shit again. Oh my god. She goes back to her counter, lights up a cigarette. Fuck these no smoking indoors laws. Go fuck yourselves. I'm gonna have my cigarette. God damn it.
She's smoking indoors.
I mean, our lungs don't work.
Smoking indoors.
Fine.
Yes,
I'm smoking indoors now.
it's Waffle House. Who's gonna stop you?
Exactly. God damn it.
There's no law in Waffle House.
Waffle House is like Florida, man. It just is.
It's a
Dude.
PvP zone. It's like the
The
wilderness.
only
in
law is what
RuneScape.
Doris says. If Doris tells you to stop, by golly, you stop.
If Doris says it's fine, it's
Yeah, no.
okay. If Doris says don't do it.
Tia, you especially are very familiar with the Doris lecture of what the fuck did we fucking learn not to fucking let stupid bitches walk all over you. I thought you had a backbone. I'm not mad. I'm just fucking disappointed. Now get back there and help with the fucking dishes to pay back.
Now she
Yeah.
sees Tia after all those breakups and stuff, surrounded by all these handsome men.
And women. Don't forget Zelia.
I can't say that Zelia is freaking hot and shit. That's my sister. How dare?
Okay, well, I'll say it. Zelia's hot.
Oh no, wait, Rosetta's my sister.
Wait, I'm like, what? When did this happen?
Ulysses is very explicitly not hot. I took the ugly trait and everything.
Like Jonah Hex
He's
kind of
hot
deal.
inside.
Listen,
He is.
looking at Zelia,
He's sexy in a grimy way.
looking at Zelia, it is very hard to decide if this is a man, a woman, or a demon.
Yes.
What?
What were you going to
Real
say, Kai?
Real quick, what's up, Laurent?
Laurent would like to do something with Reese real quick, if at all.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Laurent realizes he's like in the room in the space with Brian Iron for a moment. He's like, Reese, if you would be so kind, can I grab something real quick?
Oh,
And he goes
of
to his
course.
car, pops the trunk, and inside is a sealed box. It comes out with the box.
Yes.
Inside is a first edition copy of what was the one you named out? Fucking Tia.
Trapped with the Fae King.
That was the Fae. So he like pops the top and he's like, So I got this at auction. This is one of like the early first edition copies that were released. I was wondering if you'd be so kind as to sign it.
Yes, of course. And if you do not mind, I would like to give something to you. We'll just assume Reese has a satchel on. He's one of those metrosexual kind of men.
Hell yeah.
And he pulls out a pen and he signs, to Laurent from Brian because,
Right.
it's he's got to be the author's name. And then he pulls out a tattered book. Looks old. It's wrapped in leather. And he hands it to Laurent. He goes, "Well, because you are." Sorry, there's a spider in my shirt.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
What?
Holy shit!
No, you fat ass. You can't have any more treats.
Fucking spider dropped from the ceiling down into my cleavage.
Hell no.
I would have
Are you
panicked
okay?
so hard. You
I
would've
did.
heard- you
I
would've heard me
literally was like
screaming.
boob free out in my living room, like shaking my boobs out, trying to get this thing out.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. And so he pulls out this ratty old looking book wrapped in leather with a ribbon wrapped around it, and he hands it to Laurent and he says,
Ron takes it. Like, what is this?
"This is the very first book I ever wrote."
Oh.
Laurent, like,
This
if he
is
had a heart that could beat, be going crazy. Like, he's like,
This is the very first, I suppose you could say, erotic novel. I wrote it back when I was still alive. So you have right there one of the last pieces of me as a living man. Cherish it, as I cherish your continued support of my work.
Laurent like sits and stares at the book for a moment and plays it inside the other sealed box, right, with the other book. And you're like, "Can I give you a hug?"
Yes, of course.
He, like,
Tia's
comes
just
in
glaring
for
at this. Tia's glaring at this interaction jealously. She's like, "How come he gets the book? I see how it is."
Oh,
No.
Reese absolutely notices her look, and he, after the hug ends, pats her on the shoulder. He says, "He may get the book, but you get all future manuscripts to edit. You get to read the books before they're published."
Excuse me? Was that
Yeah,
all?
no, she. She looks at Laurent and smirks and goes, "Ha!" and then instantly remembers who she's like doing that. She's like, "I am so sorry.
It is,
I'm normally not like that. I'm so sorry."
You're still ready to brouhaha in your defense.
Yeah.
Laurent doesn't take it as a slight, but he takes his friendly competition. Now he's like, "I appreciate everything. This for sure helps me further understand my favorite author of all time. I'm happy you get to see these new manuscripts. I can't wait to add it to my wonderful collection of Brian Iron books." He like pulls out his phone and there's like a photograph of like his library. You can see every single version and copy of all of the Brian Iron books perfectly lined up with dual copies as well as red copies. He's like,
Of course he would.
yeah,
Of fucking course he would. Tia's looking at him like, all right, I see you.
However, if you ever want to come over and read them sometime, you could definitely come and borrow one of my special copies.
All right, so as you guys are having this conversation, Zelia, you're doing your whole vibe and everything. The doorbell the bell above the door rings one more time, and Lydia and Lind looking a little more like a kick dog than usual, and has that look of "Mom yelled at me" as he kind of sits at the furthest corner away from everybody. Lydia takes a seat. Y'all kind of relax a little bit. The atmosphere settles in, and you guys take a final deep breath and a sigh of relief. This has been a very eventful night, and it's only been a few hours. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week for Phoenix by Night.
Good night.
I can't wait for you to meet my dirty, rotten vampire.
So, fun fact, folks, I'm not only a DM, I am also a player.
Yee. We will see
I
you
just suffered.
all.
Uh, I was gonna say something. My brain short circuited. Sorry.
We will see you all Friday for Pathfinder. Lots of fun there with our DM Sid, and you'll be able to see me, Cam, our friend Bird, and our friend Banana play some really interesting version of tabletop that I am so excited to keep learning about. And then Sunday,
Pathfinder's a lot of fun.
you will see me, Q cosplay again,
Whoop.
and Fabi here for
Yeah.
the Exandria campaign, and you'll be able to see all of the others. I look
Yeah, I
forward to
get to
seeing
go.
you all again. Do we have a raid target? No, that is a question.
I do not know, but yeah, no. If y'all want to hear me offend Maggie with my god awful attempt at a Texan accent all night, please, love of God, tune in on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
She's a little mad at me about my
Yee.
Texan half work, but you know what?
Let's see. Who shall we raid today?
Who's
Oh.
an available option?
There's a lot of people who are available options.
I say pick randomly.
Pick
Flip a coin.
randomly?
Roll it up.
Mhm. Close your eyes and click one.
I did not click anything. I literally clicked it.
Oh
You
my
had one job,
God.
Maggie.
Okay. I clicked one. We are gonna go raid Bast 50. They're playing D&D. Oh my god, their character art is super cool. Holy shit. Anyway,
Ooh.
raid.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night,
Remember to
everyone.
clean up those bathrooms.
Night.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night.